I'm not. Wait, I did not even like check if I'm live. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm live. Streaming right now. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Hello. Give me a sec. I'm still like settling in. Alright, hello. I was just making sure my audio settings were correct. Hello, Jun So Yoon. I'm streaming again at a really late time for myself. I think the last time I streamed was like 11. No, wait, no. The last time I streamed was like around this time, but the latest I've ever streamed was like 11, and this is like really close to that. So just like I was like doing some stuff, and I realized I'm like, oh shit, I have to stream. So here we are right now. But yeah, we're gonna be reading the Winter Sky Renaissance event. I've already finished all the... I usually do this like first day, so I don't have to like worry about it, and then I can just like sweep it. You know, this event, or whatever this is, it like kind of sucks, because like I do it, and then like I run out of points, and then I forget like the next day, like where the cards were placed. But right now I don't need to do it, because I already did most of it today, and I already finished this thing. Yeah, I was gonna stream this last week, but then some things came up, so now we're just gonna read it this week. I don't know how long this story is. It doesn't look that long. I already skipped the prologue, of course, because it's like... because I wanted to access the event, of course. So, yeah. I guess let's start. Let's start with the prologue. No risk, no return. Hello, Vanitas. Thank you for commenting on my last video. Are you okay, Mirror? What does it look like, Momiji? Right, of course not. I did learn one thing. Yakumo carries the event, she's such a little shit. Dude, I've only like seen her from the voice lines of like the event title screen, and I'm like, bro. She does seem like that. Welcome, yeah. It was very endearing. I did learn one thing. What's that, Meru? It's not hunger that plagues you after starving for 3 days. It's a complete lack of energy. At least for now. I'm sure it won't take much longer for every thought in your head to start revolving around food. Okay, look. I barely know anything about Red Winter. This is a bit spoilers, but the only thing I kind of know about Red Winter is like Dekagrammaton and like Minori's Bond story. I feel like I've barely looked into Red Winter. I also read the side story of like the hot spring. Wait, not the hot spring part. What's it? Like the Nodoka and Shigure's club. I low-key don't know what it's called. Spec off something. Hello, that one planet. And hello, Haru. I'm sorry, that like first word in your name threw me off. But like, okay, yeah. Just saying right now, I barely know anything about Red Winter. I just want to say, I'm reading this event because I saw Takane and I like Takane. You've probably seen me post about her like these past week. So yeah. At least for now, I'm sure it won't take much longer for every thought in your head to start revolving around food. I'm already there, so maybe it'll be okay. I don't think so. Do you remember when the cafeteria maintenance is going to be done? They said tomorrow. Just one more day of this tragic state. Thank goodness. Yo, if anyone can like fill me in about Red Winter lore, that would be greatly appreciated, because I literally don't know what's going on right now. It looks like they're starving. They said the same thing yesterday. Is the Labour Party on strike again? Do I even need to answer? Oh wait, let me switch this to live chat actually real quick. There we go. Even a week seems optimistic at this point. Do we need to take action? We're shells of who we once were, zombies lying helplessly on this library floor. Isn't that exactly how we got here? By taking action? This is all because our books wouldn't sell and no one would subscribe to a premium membership on the website. I don't have the energy to yell. Oh, GG. At the true root of this evil lies the Secretariat for not approving our funding in time. No one can support themselves by just selling books anymore these days. Red Winter is poor as crap and no one is working to do the calf. Workers unions? Okay, yeah. I kind of assumed that. I've read Minori's Bond story, and that's like the only one I kind of remember. I think. I don't know who else I've read from Bond stories, but I've been catching up. If you remember last stream, I've been catching up. I used to have like 230, now I'm at like 180. See, it's not that bad. I've been doing one per day. No one can support themselves by just selling books anymore these days. The future of the Knowledge Liberation Front will be as dark as the fate of a limited edition collector's fan book with the main pages ripped out. Didn't these two have like an event before? I remember it was like another one. I remember the cover art for it, but like I didn't read it. I know there is one though. I don't know if it's in the event archive though. With this, civilization will shrink into darkness and humanity will take one giant leap backwards. Our supreme leader doesn't do anything other than nap and eat pudding. Honestly, yeah, I can kind of see how Red Winter turned out this way now. Oh, Yakumo though. What is Yakumo though? Yakumo's a dog, right? Like a dog person? Human? Like the ears? People do say she's a dog, I think. Well. Have you been anticipating our long-awaited reunion at Knowledge Liberation Front? Whether you like it or not, the publishing department has arrived. Unsightly as always, Meriri. I thought even you would be above using the library floor as a bed. Get up already, I beg of you. Yeah, blah blah blah. It's in the event archive, the event you're talking about. I find Yakumo as a goat. A goat. A goat girl. That's honestly... kind of looks like it though. The ears? I need like an image reference of like a goat. I can see it. I can kind of see it. The ears don't look quite right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I thought that was like a rabbit's ears, but it looks too short to be like a rabbit's ears. And like, why would you have it under your thing? And she doesn't have like the aura of like a rabbit kind of. I don't know. To me, like it's really curved. I can see goat. Yeah, maybe. I have no clue. What is this lackluster response? Has some tragedy befallen you, Meriri? Perhaps your slovenly lifestyle has finally caught up to you. It is a tragedy. It really is, Yakumo Takane. Now, this isn't going exactly the way I anticipated. What is this tragedy of yours, Momiji? Do you have any food? What? My stomach hurts. Not even your bearded stomach could take a sudden intake of food after 3 days of starvation. Here, water. Thank you, Yakumo Takane. I was about to write my will. Okay. During hard times like these, what are friends for, am I right? They're for charging daily interest until debt is settled. Textbook extortionist. Considering you rekindled the dying embers of our club, I'll overlook it this once. While the cause is obviously delayed by club funding, the effect is a bit dramatic, don't you think? Well, I just thought that while we were waiting, we could move up our publication schedule to help us, a little to help us get by until the money did come through, but we may have overdone it. Ah yes, the urgent manuscript you brought us last week. Now I see why you asked to throw it on your bill, as you so eloquently put it. I made a mistake, but how was I supposed to know? And thus, this is the sad scene the publishing department has walked in on during our quest to collect said debt, with interest. Cough it up then. Seriously? You see it for yourself. We can't even afford crackers. Take a pound of my flesh, why don't you? Deal. Seriously. Yes, with interest. Okay, wait, I was like, while I was reading the text, I kind of noticed she has like a tail. Hold on. Goat. I need to like look at a goat again, bro. Is that like a goat's tail? I have no clue. I can't see it. You're the devil incarnate. However, I do find this rather peculiar. Despite your generally poor sales and obstinate insistence on doing whatever you please, not to mention your arrogant penmanship with little regard for trends or salability. Are you here to collect interest or get on my nerves? I get it already. I'm making a point, Meriri. Despite all of these shortcomings, you are supported by an excellent editor, Momiji, and a loyal fanbase, so how is it that you have fallen to such lows? Sales were beyond abysmal, even worse than usual. Do you have any remaining inventory? Consider it a free consultation. So? I've identified the issue at least. Which is? Medity, willingly or not, you have developed a brand for yourself. Your manuscripts are yours and yours alone. You care little for the reader and only for your artistic integrity. Damn. This branding has been both a boon and a curse. Your dedicated fan base would travel to hell with you, yet the probability of your breaking into the big leagues is still nil. But this, I fail to think of one exploratory excuse for this rat's nest of a manuscript. It lacks the merity flavor that is critical to your paltry success. Since when do you attempt to grovel at the feet of the masses? You both betrayed your fans and still failed to find a palatable appeal. Out of 5 stars, you deserve, why, hardly 2. 1.5. No, stop. I can't bear to hear your stuttering apology, Merity. Momiji, explain. She said she wanted something different, something that works. I think were her words. And then with the moving deadlines, there was a lot of pressure and Meru went a little berserk, so I didn't actually get to do any editing. It was physically impossible, timeline-wise. Fine, I'll allow it. I have another matter of contention, however. That would be... Pop quiz. What is the publishing department's motto? Answer, publish, print, distribute. Yes, and I'm the one who manages that holy trinity. So excuse me when I say that marketing strategy is the most idiotic, unthought out one that I've ever had the misfortune of witnessing. They're ripping it through so hard. It just makes me imagine how the past event was, because I literally have no knowledge about this. Huh? Take everything Takane said, and on top of it, add the mess of a backwater website you uploaded your work to. Even I've never seen an address ending in .fake. Bruh. The big websites are just too expensive for us. .fake is crazy, bro. All I hear are explanations for your inadequacy. It's the internet. Do something. It's like you don't want to sell anything. With just a little effort, you could have at least found a better website than this shop. If you make something good, then it's going to sell by itself. If that was true, marketing wouldn't even exist. It'd be impossible for me to count the exact number of excellent products that have been relegated to the void because of bad promotion. However, I'm confident it's at least as many books you have in here, in the library of the Knowledge Liberation Front. You're exaggerating! No, if we were to take into account the history of mankind, the numbers would be staggering. But creatives? Creatives! Fiddlesticks! It's all about creating an artistic integrity, with zero business acumen or even slight interest in actually getting their works in front of the public eye. Where's all this passion coming from? You appear to have hit a nerve, Medity. I really like Takane's expressions. Let's get back to business. To surmise, if the Knowledge Liberation Front doesn't profit from the remaining inventory, it'll spell trouble for the publishing department too. Huh? But then, could this... President? You're making me rather nervous. That'd be Takane. Alright, Meru, I'll make you a deal. A deal with you? That sounds like a terrible idea in every way humanly possible. You need to give me a little more credit. I don't always do you wrong. Emphasis on the always. Look, you need more money. This deal will make you more money. Do I really need to keep holding your hand through this? Fine, get to the point. Thank you for saving us both the time. Here are the terms. We'll handle the Knowledge Liberation Front's remaining inventory. What? Huh? There's no such thing as a free lunch though, of course. We come with our big pockets and fancy connections and handle the sales and distribution. And get a percentage of the profits in exchange. Fair, no? Absolutely not! I refuse! Deals and exchanges and trades with you never end well for me. Meru, I think Yakuma has a point here. She's right that there's no way for us to handle this massive inventory on our own, and we do have zero marketing resources. Is pride really worth sinking with all this inventory? And they're taking up so much space. They're so heavy and bulky. A kindred soul. It's not often I meet a business partner who sees things the way I do. God, this is the absolute worst. But you're right, Momiji. We're at the end of our rope, and this is our only lifeline. So fine, have it your way. I accept. Good choice. Let's begin contract negotiations then. With the profit distribution, how about 9 to 1? And we're the 9? Is that meant to be a joke? You're a crook. Through and through. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. 9 to 1. And the publishing department gets to 9. President, even I must say, that rate is a bit aggressive, was it not? Literally my thoughts. Negotiations are at last complete. Once we sell the inventory, it'll be a matter of sending them their cut of the profits. And just look how much there is. Fiddlesticks. Just how much were they hoping to make off this? Anyway, let's go, Takane. We'll show them what the publishing department is made of. It can't be. Oh. We didn't manage to sell a single one. How? It was a perfect selling strategy. If we must analyze the situation, to begin with, while Humanity's books does have some readable points, it's simply too predictable for the average Red Winter student. And as we discussed, it's an awkward in-between of alienating her fans while failing to pander to the masses. Fiddlesticks, I ran on. No matter how good the story is, it loses its appeal after its third telling. They say the average artist tends to rinse and repeat what they know. Seasoned artists have 2 or 3 specialties or genres they dabble in, and geniuses have even more. This would appear to be Medity's attempt to grow. But again, this type of literature is simply too commonplace here in Red Winter. Yes, exactly, Takane. But there's another fundamental problem. What's that, President? It's that Red Winter students have empty wallets and rumbling stomachs. Even if it's true, it doesn't mean you should say it, President. Chi-chi. Let's be honest, when money's tight, entertainment and cultural pursuits are the first to be cut from the budget. Yup. President, how could you say that as someone working in the publishing industry? That's exactly why these issues are top of the mind for me. Regardless, we'll simply overcome those trivial obstacles. That's the publishing department's duty, is it not? More than half of our funds come from spreading President Cherino's propaganda and the Red Bear's printing fees anyway. Should you be saying that out here, especially when previous editor-in-chief of Red Bear has been purged and is still missing? Yeah, you're right. And all the students in the editing department were transferred to us. Before that happened, the publishing department was doing just fine. Actually, the publishing department's profits have jumped since the editing department joined. How is this still a prologue? It's more so the principle of the Secretariat interfering with in our business. You have a spirit of a critic through and through, Takane. From the perspective of the publishing department's financial manager, I have no complaints about our current situation. Anyways, back to our mystery, which I've conveniently solved. I know what the fundamental problem is with our current strategy. What's that, President? Our core issue is that we're trying to make money somewhere there's no money. Compared to all other schools, Red Winter is broke to its core. And I recently just learned that you could only squeeze so much liquid out of a dry towel. But while I am in agreement with your assessment, I don't believe there's much we can do about that at the moment. There is something we can do, Takane. There always is. And what would that be? The number one thing you should consider in business is positioning. The second, positioning. And third, also positioning. If there's no money, then follow its trail. Follow it somewhere where reading books is an integral part of the culture. Is there such a place? Of course there is. And that place is... Trinity General School. Cherino's trying to nap. Yeah, I also learned that as well. That Cherino just does jack shit in Red Winter. Wait, President? You tend to go to Trinity yourself? An entirely different school district? No risk, no return. Now follow me, Takane. If you're slow to the tempo, I'll leave you behind. President? President! Here we are. Okay, now on to the actual story. Buy two, get one free. Is this the first time Red Winter students are seen on Trinity grounds? I don't remember. Hello? Is this allowed? So in some districts, you can just waltz on and off campus as you please. Here I was imagining we'd be undergoing a 12-point inspection process. I even plotted our daring escape, sprinkled with a little bribery and some fake identities. You were planning such an underhanded methods, President? Underhanded? Every plan should consider the worst case scenario and an exit strategy. While I agree in principle, regardless, we entered so easily that it feels as if we stepped into an alternate dimension. What I do know is that this real inventory we had to get rid sell this inventory we have to sell. Who cares if it's VR? I'll just collect all the virtual currency I can. Hello there. Is there anything I can do to assist you? I don't believe I recognize you. What should we do, President? Why, hello there. This must be fate. My lovely companion and I are from Red Winter Federal Academy, and we've come to Trinity to tour it, of course. You revealed our hand from the get-go. Stop fretting, Takane. The most they can do is make us leave. It's trying to hide the truth that tends to cause annoying misunderstandings. Red Winter, how fascinating. Nice to meet you. I've heard some very interesting things about your school. Is it true that your training regimen involves fighting bears in the snow? I don't know anyone who does that. No, there was a mini story where Nodoka and Shigure went around different academies to check their bath facilities. I don't know how long ago that message was, but yeah. Hello, Water Tower. Because I was talking about that like at the beginning of the stream. But hello, Water Tower. I don't know if that message was just really delayed or you just sent that now. But yeah, I did read that one. I did read that one. It's not like they were trying to get into Wild Hunt. Yeah, I do remember them like hot spring jumping or something like that. I read that like a year ago though, so I don't completely remember. But that's like one of the only ones I read. Nod and smile, Takane. Nod and smile. That's right, bear fighting. I recognize their rudeness in coming to Trinity General School and announce. Who does bear fight? Does anyone actually bear fight in Red Winter? Could you please find it in yourself to forgive us? Oh no, it's no concern at all. Please make yourself at home. I'll admit, there is some amount of truth to the rumors that float around about in Trinity. We can be a bit privileged. But not everyone is, and we're all trying to change as best as we can. Even as one of the Big 3 academies, our goal is to treat students from other schools with kindness. Wow. We're lucky to have met you. Another question, do you happen to like books? An excellent plot? Books? Yes, it's a common hobby among Trinity students, and we're required to read scriptures during chapel. Furthermore, Trinity Central Library is one of the largest incubators. Nearly every book published in the Academy City can likely be found here. I like where priorities are. See, I bought a special kind of book for you today. Wow. Come on, why don't you take a peek? Aren't you curious what a Red Winter book is like? Oh, it seems that Lady Luck was actually smiling down on me when our paths crossed. Lady Luck? I'd love to see what your literature is like. I'm sure that's just a metaphor. Then, let's see. No way it's that bad, bro. Oh. Yeah, I'm really curious to what Meru is writing though. I legit don't know. The book that literally makes you unconscious. What? President, what just happened? I've got about as many answers as you do. Well, let's start by waking her up. The compot is a special from the people over at number 227. It should do the trick. Oh dear, how strong. This certainly woke me up. Thank you, but more importantly, about the book. How can I put this into words? I didn't dislike it. To completely be transparent, I might have even liked it. Yo! Might be ecchi, yo. It's It's rather intense, isn't it? Huh? This is... Did these two even read it? I guess it's intense for Trinity. Think about this, though. The shun to private Catholic school girls. Okay, you're right, though. You're right. Just as my thoughts are about to get a hold of me. Yeah, you're right. I've always appreciated a little intensity in my life. Isn't it a good thing, really? And the most important parts are redacted anyway. Don't worry, I've made sure to edit it. Yes, but sometimes those redactions actually up the intensity in a way on some parts. Yo. Yeah, this could be just like some normal shit, but like... maybe it's not. We're speaking the same language, dear patron. Thank you, truly. Patron? That's right. In cases like these, a mission isn't just a choice, it's a necessity. Creators are always trying to push the boundaries, but if you try to catch 2 rabbits, you'll end up with none. In today's media landscape, there's nothing more important than leaving the space for readers' imagination. Really? Think about it. The beautiful thing about imagination is that it has no boundaries. There's no such thing as too intense when it comes to imagination. Leave room for imagination to flourish, and you'll discover a whole new kind of intensity. Yes, that definitely makes sense. Did you say that you censored the books, President? Edited. I edited them. Oh my god, Yakubo. But if you really feel the need to focus on semantics, then yes, I more or less censored them. You know how it is. Orders from the top. But Takane, a true publisher can use censorship to their advantage when it comes to selling a product. So you censored it in a way that made the book even more marketable? And it's still censored, so the top brass can't possibly find something to complain about. All the while, we're delivering an even better product to our satisfied customers. And standing before you is proof. Lo and behold, this Trinity student. Your acumen for business never fails to impress, President. This is the one thing I can wholeheartedly trust you in. Is it a series? Are there more? Yes, my wonderful patron. Of course there are. Yeah. Books might be able to take you anywhere in the world, but the pages are limited to the physical realm. Naturally, a book can't be in 2 places at once. It seems the only solution to that problem is to buy another. No? But why would I even need 2 of them? If you're going to continue the series, then there's no better way to enjoy a book like this than with friends. Sharing pieces of culture with peers is what strengthens our bonds and connections, is it not? I've never thought of it that way. Might as well get an extra while you're at it. I don't know when we'll be able to come back here. Oh my god. Yakumo, I swear. And what if you tear a page? Or worse, someone spills coffee on it? For situations like that, we even have brand new books, still wrapped in the cover. May I suggest you to purchase a backup copy to be safe? Oh, bro, I'm having like flashbacks to like situations where I've been put in where like I'm being aggressively like business marketed by some by like certain individuals. They're like, oh yeah, you should get this product or like do that, and like if I don't turn them down immediately, I'm stuck there for like 30 minutes like being like, oh yeah, like bro, oh my god. When they're marketing, I mean, it's not like they're trying their best, you know, like they're trying to get things to consumers, but it's like, dude, sometimes personally for me, when it's like stuff that I'm like, I don't have time for this, I'm just like, no. May I suggest you purchase a backup copy to be safe? But I get their intention, you know. It's just like, I personally find some practices like this to get like slightly on my nerves. You may already know, but it's common sense to buy things like these in 3s. To own one, to display, and one to spread the word. Yeah, I know this practice is, but like, this is more like consumer. No, I guess it's both. I guess, because you get like, because I know people that do that. I'm like, I get it, but like, what if you're broke, bro? Like, what if you're broke? Is that common sense? But But then aren't I just buying the same book 3 times? Hey, I like you. I'll give you 50% off. Buy 2, get 1 free. Said if you act right now. Yeah, but these girls are built different. If it were me, I'd be gone. Okay, yeah, look, if I was here, maybe. Because there's Takane right there. Takane is right there. Take my money. They got her. They got her, bro. Thank you. Please spread the word. So, what do you think, Takane? While I certainly have much to say, I'm forced to acknowledge your indomitable sales skills. I'll take it. Then, shall we get started? Let's paint Trinity with Red Winter's colors. Have you heard about that book that's been trending lately? Oh, yo. There's always something new trending. What are you talking about? It's... Oh my. What do you think? I actually have a spare copy. Then could I borrow it? Just for a day. Of course, I'm happy to allow others to experience this beauty. Rich Furby girls? I don't know, man. Takane is really cute. You've probably seen my post about her recently. I like her. I just can't roll for her because I don't have pyros. It's really okay though for us to have this kind of story. Wait, this is like my first time seeing this. I swear this is my first time seeing this in a while. I'm pretty sure these people were shown in volume 3. Like, I swear. I mean, like the sisterhood mobs. Do you feel bad about it? Not at all. Anyone can relish the joy of such a beauty. In that case, I will rely on your benevolence. Koharu. Yo, is Koharu gonna be pulled into the loop? Oh my god, I can't, like, what if we see Koharu at, like, because I did see the cutscene, or like the illustration where they're at like a booth. What if like Koharu pulls up? What's this? She has a normal role, so she'll be available during Fest. But it's like, you know, you don't know if you're gonna get her or not. Like, I still don't have Chiaki on my global account. And I've wanted Chiaki for a while on my global account, but it's just like I've never got her in Fest at all. Or like off banner, I think. Yeah, literally none of that. I just don't have her. I hope you don't think it's weird. I had another idea for the ending, so I wrote my own version. Yo, people are writing fan fiction already. Of course, it's nothing compared to the original. I'll gladly read it. Do you want to join me? Yes, of course. Koharu again. Oh. The tea is excellent. Thank you, Nagisa. It wasn't easy to acquire. Yo, what? I'm not surprised. The taste, the scent, all perfectly balanced. An Earl Grey blend with a Darjeeling base. The spicy citrus scent peeking out from a subtle hint of green grapes leaves a strong impression. It's proof that the bergamot oil is fresh. Truly, you must have gone to some lengths. Thank you. I'm happy you like it, Nagisa. It's peaceful, almost healing. If Sensei were here, it would undoubtedly have left the perfect aftertaste. But I must learn to be satisfied with what I have. Damn, this hits different after reading volume 6. Because if you know that like little segment with Tea Party, that was like hilarious. Come to think of it, I heard there's an interesting book that's been gaining popularity in Trinity. Have you heard of it? An interesting... yes, I have a copy as well. I haven't had a chance to sit and read it yet, but it has glowing reviews all around. I'm happy to hear it. I've noticed something a little strange though. People never seem open to discussing the book in public. Instead, they congregate in small groups and whisper, as if hiding some kind of dirty secret. It sounds like it's fostering strong bonds amongst the students. When people come across something intellectually stimulating, it's our instinct to share it with like-minded individuals. I agree, that must be the case. This is just Blue Archive, bro. You have, however, quite piqued my curiosity. Do you have your copy with you? Yes, here it is, Nagisa. Now, let's see. I wonder how Nagisa reacts to this. Oh shit. I didn't know it'd be that big of a reaction. Damn. Damn, is it that spicy for Trinity students? Damn. Oh my god, Takane, you're so cute. Cherish the bones. Nagisa? Nagisa? Nagisa standing? What is this book? Whatever do you mean? You did say you hadn't the chance to open it yet. Please, it's easier if you look for yourself. Yes. Oh my! Yes, I believe you have now realized the severity of the situation. Please follow my instructions exactly. You must not miss a single detail. I must contact Sensei myself. This is the only correct course of action. Yes, understood. But I liked it. Especially that scene and that scene. They're very shut in. If you're talking about the Trinity students, I can kind of see what you mean. Yeah. You said it was important, so I came as fast as I could. What's wrong, Nagisa? You sounded serious. And Sensei being part of an event, randomly, like, just somehow being integrated into the event somehow, like, that's just like typical Borka. Welcome, Sensei. I'd like to begin by apologizing for taking up your time in your busy schedule so suddenly. I'm used to that. Yeah. I'll get straight to the point. Trinity is facing a threat unlike anything it has seen before. Why all of a sudden? Were you attacked? If only it were that easy. This enemy is much more insidious. In fact, some show military force would have been preferable. A tangible threat is no threat to Trinity. This, however, someone is attempting to destabilize Trinity from the inside out. A Trojan horse. What am I talking about? I'm speaking of this. She's blushing a little. Isn't this just a book? It looks like manga with a bland cover. You are correct, but as with all books, what's important is the content. Please, take a look. It's nothing special, so even this is too intense for Trinity. This is clearly an attempt to undermine Trinity's values and traditions. Studley, what I mean is, they are attempting to encourage deviant behavior at Trinity. That can be the only explanation for the existence of this unsanctioned book. If we learn what this book is about in the, like, later on in the story, I don't know how surprised I'm gonna be, because I don't know what's in this book yet. Hello, Nagisa. Oh, you're here as well, Sensei. Oh, hello, Shimiko. But I'm imagining it's something, knowing Blue Archive, it's gonna be something really light. Hello, Shimiko. However, I was hoping to speak to Ui. Ah, I see. I understand. Thank you for all your hard work, Shimiko. Yes, Nagisa. Thank you for understanding. That being said, is there any way I can help? It's about this book. Do you know about it, Shimiko? I love how everyone's reaction and how it just leaves us with almost nothing. I'm sure we're gonna know about it soon. This, it's spread through Trinity like wildfire. Discreetly, though. Yes, then, to get to the crux of this catastrophe, you aware of its contents? Shimiko showing up for 2 events in a row. Yeah, you're right. And she also showed up in volume 6 too, so it's like, Shimiko's actually getting love. Crazy, you know, right? I have read it, but I have this feeling this wouldn't be the best time to admit that. No, ma'am, it hasn't actually come across my desk yet. I only recently learned of it myself, so we can surmise its evil tendrils haven't made their way through all of Trinity. To begin, I am absolutely positive this was imported from a different district. I agree, the library committee has an extensive review process for new literature in Trinity. That's all we know as of now, however. We've been unable to glean any information about its origins. In conclusion, Trinity is currently under fire. The enemy has launched a truly cunning psychological attack on our student body. Damn, nice. The Shimiko glaze is real. She deserves it, though. Outside forces are plotting to take Trinity down. Sorry, let me reread that. Outside forces are plotting to take Trinity down, and all of us along with it. Apologies for my stutters once again. Sensei, I think she's spiraling. It's a little difficult to stop her when she gets like this. That's true. It is therefore our utmost priority that we identify who the book's distributor is. This is a direct threat to the safety of our entire district. Sorry, like my nasal passages have been kind of clogged this past day, so it's like kind of hard to enunciate things. Give me 1 second. Unironically, Trinity is being infiltrated by Red Winter businesswomen? Yeah. There's one other issue I must address, as we have confirmed that this book came from an outside... Wait, was my mic muted? Sorry. There we go. Kami's always infiltrating? Yup. There's one issue I must address, as we confirmed that this book came from an outside source. I can't look at Shimiko the same way. If I see that sprite again, bro, it's GG, bro. It's GG. Like, that leotard is crazy. It'll be difficult for the Tea Party to intervene directly. Without knowing who is involved, our involvement could present diplomatic issues. I originally thought to direct the Justice Task Force to oversee the operation. However, that escalation could cause unease amongst the student body. Then we would be playing directly into our enemy's hands. Therefore, the library committee is the most intimately acquainted with managing the circulation of media in Trinity, seemed suited for the job, which is why I requested Ui's help. Again, I'm in your debt, Shimiko. Understood. What do you need the library committee to do? Investigate the source, identify the scale of the operation and the impact it's had on Trinity so far, and please handle this issue with utmost care. Oh. In some ways, you never changed, Nagisa. This, like, passive-aggressive smile. What do you mean? Ah, nothing at all. Well, regardless, the library committee alone lacks the resources to handle this threat. Therefore, I will grant you the authority to make use of the Justice Task Force as needed. I see, while it's troublesome to have the Justice Task Force lead the charge, having them work alongside the library committee sends a much better message. You're quick on the update, as usual, Shimiko. With that said, we, the Tea Party, would like to officially but discreetly delegate this matter to Sensei and Shimiko. Whoa. Back in the Shimiko, seat? I don't know. Consider Trinity's resources at your disposal, and again, please be discreet. Understood, Nagisa. For the time being, I shall temporarily invite Shimiko to the Justice Task Force as a consultant. I believe the title will aid you in your endeavors. Thank you. Hello, Nagi. I'm here for some tea, but huh? Sensei? Mika, what are you doing here? I guess you're the Tea Party, but you know. Mika? Welcome, Mika. Yeah. Yup, thanks. Hello, Sensei. I didn't know you were here. I would have done my hair a little different. Maybe gotten ready more. Well, I'm glad Mika's showing up in more events, because I think the first event she ever showed up in was the one where she got a swimsuit. Because after volume 3, I'm pretty sure we never saw her in like any event or like other story. I like you just as you are right now, Mika. Oh my god, hearing that made my heart skip a beat. Get it together, Mika. Sensei doesn't mean it that way at all. Hello, Sensei. And Mika. To clarify, Sensei meant nothing special by that. Please have enough sense to be able to see that much at least. Seriously, let's go say it again. Being say it. Anyway, what were you guys talking about? This book, is it new? No! Nagisa? Yikes, chill out, Nagi. I just want to see. I apologize for my sudden outburst, Mika. However, this book is... It's not good, Mika. What about it? Well, this book is a form of Apocrypha that the Sisterhood requested from the library committee through the tea party. Huh? The Sisterhood? I guess that's understandable. Okay. It's generally better not to get involved with them. Wasn't that a bit much, Nagisa? It's too early for Mika to read something like this. Damn, okay. I'm like so curious about the contents of this book right now, bro. While I understand the sentiment, you're clucking around like an overprotective mother hen. Hey, I hate it when you guys keep secrets and leave me out of things. Nagi, Seiya. And you still haven't apologized, Nagi. That was rude. Bad-mannered. Am I being lectured on manners by Mika? I need to sit. Yeah, you've been standing. What does that even mean? I'm on Mika's side of this one. Yay, thank you, Sensei. You're the best. Understood. My apologies, Sensei. Tea Archive. The Tea Party is such an interesting club, bro. I wasn't expecting to run into the entire Tea Party there. How nerve-wracking. Are you okay, Sensei? You look a bit... Just hearing the conversation gives me indigestion. Huh? You get used to their ways if you live here. But I understand why they can be a bit much for you, Sensei. Do you really not know anything about the book, Shimiko? Huh? Do you mean... Don't forget they appeared in Volume 6. Yeah, I remember that. It's just like... It's just like, there's such an interesting club, bro. You're right, Sensei. I am a member of Trinity's library committee. And as a member, we have responsibility to discover the truth concerning all books circulating in Trinity. Of course, I didn't read it unwillingly. A friend recommended it to me. Can I ask how much of it you've read? The whole thing. You didn't even hesitate. Maybe... I wonder... I'm so curious about this right now, because it's like... This could put a whole different, like, face to Shimiko. Well, I do guess Shimiko is a bit, like... She can get a bit wild. I mean, we did see the magical girl event, so... I don't know. Maybe that's just how Shimiko is. Huh? Do I have a strong opinion on this concept matter? Well... I believe this falls in a gray area. It'd be taboo to openly discuss and promote it. But it's not quite enough to justify a ban, either. I'm in complete agreement. Yes, well, the thought that the high schoolers haven't developed some level of interest in these subjects is rather laughable. Okay. As someone who works with books quite a bit, I was actually very impressed with their editing skills, let's call it. The intentional cutouts, it's outstanding work. Huh? You're surprised at how unbothered I seem? Sensei, there are truly many books stored in Trinity's old library. I already know that. Right? Then among those books, how many do you think are, how should I say this, not kid-friendly? Huh? Yes, exactly. Then all members of the library committee are somewhat accustomed to things of this nature. I cannot speak for everyone to reserve their honor, but at least for me... Yeah, I know who's like sneaking into the library to potentially read those. You could say I've acclimated. I believe there's a more fundamental issue on trial here. A book is, in itself, a medium to pass on recorded information. How are we meant to judge what should or should not be remembered? And who are we to think that we have that right? If everyone possesses inherent rights and entitlements they should not be denied, I think it's the same for books. In some ways, I see books as manifestations of the human soul. So, to see someone castigate a book so harshly... Yes, they should be forced to realize what they're doing, even if you need to whack them on the head to do so. Just like how when someone crosses the line, we punish and correct them to make them reflect on their actions. That conversation reconfirmed something I already knew. Never make Shimiko angry. Dang, we 55 minutes in? And we on episode 3. Sales report. Oh, looks like they're staying at the student quarters. Oh heavens, we busted our butts today. And it was just the first day. That was the first day only. Good work, President. Anyway, Trinity is really as impressive as they say. I didn't think they'd have somewhere we could stay. The school has more commercial and political networks than most. I expect guest facilities are almost necessities for them. Though it was somewhat pricey. It does eat into our profits more than I'd like. Maybe I should have argued for a bigger cut. No one in their right mind, not even Midity, would have agreed to that point. However, we had a rather successful day today. Surely we can cover our travel and living expenses. You've got a point. Let's see if we're up or down. My favorite part. Let's see. Ah. Right. Get a hold of yourself, Takane. Is this a dream, President? I can't think of no other rational explanation. Focus, Takane. This is reality. This is real. It's impossible. Good things like this don't happen to us. 9 to 1, yeah. I know, but accept it. Breathe it in. Enjoy the moment. This really is on a completely different level. Scale. I can barely even count the zeros. Trinity is scary. So scary. Like I said, if you want to make money, you have to follow its trip. It certainly helped that Trinity students found the plot to be refreshing and new as well. One student in particular even said, it's like eating a brand new flavor you've never experienced in your entire lifetime. What's familiar to Red Winter can still be new and exciting elsewhere. This is what I've been saying. Culture wants to be exchanged. It needs to be. Without good circulation, it stagnates and becomes harmful, eroding the surrounding environment. Like an antiquated, spoiled dream. President. Well, fundamentally, our work is to spread culture and circulate it. Since culture is a non-biological organism that grows on the soil, we call money. Perhaps it's because the value of money and the act of exchange has become a concept larger than currency itself. In any case, circulation is necessary. That's the core of what we do. Stagnated dreams and stagnated culture are tragic inheritances that ruin society. Moreover, as culture circulates, money circulates. Yes, of course, President. Anyway, it's settlement time in a different sense. First, let's contact the Knowledge Liberation Front. What is it, Yakumo? It's too late for this. This is no time to snooze, Miru. I have lots of things to say, but I'm sure numbers will have greater impact than words. Here, this is today's settlement. Settlement? Ah, right. In that case... Oh. Meru, what's wrong? Momiji, I must be hallucinating. Can you look? Make sure I'm not crazy. Huh? This is today's settlement, but... Be honest, Yakumo. Did you rob a bank or something? Commit white-collar crime? Defraud the entire financial sector? You got me all wrong. I live with a business-first mindset. I would never deal in dirty cash. Dirty sources mean dirty risks in the business future. This... is real? Dear, this is what happens when creatives are left to their own devices. They don't even know what it means to sell. Come on, go get yourselves a nice meal. Let me guess, you ate your hopes and dreams again for dinner again? You can really... Yes, no one can deny the results of your hard work. So that's that. Congratulations, everyone. Well, that is... You know better, Miru. Say it clearly! Thank you, publishing department. You really saved us. Well, I suppose it was a well-made book. That's why it's sold. I have no talent in selling things that have no potential. You? Doling out compliments? Is that such a rare occurrence? Well, I can promise you that it never happened with Takane at least. That much we're able to agree on. President? Meruri? What are you two going on about? It's nothing. Right, it's some just business talk that can happen between business people. Moving on. At the rate these books are flying off shelves, we'll be out of stock in a few days, so just trust us and watch for a return over the horizon. Yeah, I already trusted you, but experiencing the results firsthand deepened my trust that much more. Humanity's trust is more shocking than the president's compliment. Just to think, Yakumo just injected more money into Red Winter? Damn, Yakumo. Yakumo is game, bro. Anyways, we're going to bed. Good night. Thank you. Yes, eat well. Eat well. We're going to bed. Eat well. Well then, wait, why am I talking his voice? Well then, shall we tuck ourselves in as well? I expect another busy day of sales tomorrow. Yes, President, let's get our rest. You've been keeping up surprisingly well with the intense schedule. I'm impressed. It's nothing at all. This is rather nice compared to back home at Red Winter. Right, but you have a noble aura about you, Takane. Just today, someone said they didn't know a princess like you attends Red Winter. What are you saying, President? You know there's no such thing as nobility in Red Winter. Oh, so what is the thumbnail? A WC'd. Those poor artists were starving? Yeah. Well, what's marketing without a teeny bit of deceit mixed in? To be frank, most ads realistically tend to be in the we're technically telling the truth zone. Yeah, that's literally like 95% of ads. Noble aura? Yeah, bro, she's literally a hime, bro. Like, look at her. She's like wearing gloves, bro. Like the hair, the Ojo-sama hair. Like the bow. To be frank, oh yeah, I already read that. Okay. What are you trying to say, President? It's something like this. Hear me out. This is all part of our marketing, so... Do I also play FNAF? No. I think the only time I played FNAF when I was like, way younger, and I was like, and it was like on my like friend's computer. Like, you know those like really like shitty, like computers on like the really shitty school computers? We like played like a scuffed version of FNAF on there, and that's like the only time I've ever played it. But personally, I've just seen like personally no interest in like the series. But I know it's like a big thing. I literally haven't even watched the movies. Hello, Sensei. Hello, Shimiko. Let's achieve justice together today as well. Mashiro for the second event in a row. It's crazy as well. So we get Shimiko and Mashiro. What the heck? Like, it would be even more surprising if we see Reza, bro. and Tsuzumi. Hello, Mashiro. A bright and energetic morning to you. You seem very excited, Mashiro. Sorry if I startled you. The idea of teaming up with not just a library committee, but Sensei as well, excited me. And an authorized book of this nature must be the very antithesis of justice. It must be a suspicious, good-for-nothing, unpleasant thing. We have to plug it from its roots. It feels like Mashiro's passion is somewhat misguided. Have you, by chance, read the book, Mashiro? Of course not. I do not need to read it to know it opposes justice, bruh. Is that so? Mashiro was a surprise for sure, but a welcome one. Rabu shows up for some reason? Yeah, oh yeah. Like, are you talking about this event? I remember she showed up last one, but if she shows up for this one, I would be more surprised. And time is a limited resource. So I have already deployed the Justice Task Force members all over Trinity, bruh. It will not be long before we track down the source of this book's distribution. What? Already? Yes, Sensei. I will do everything I can. The Mop-chan. I will not let you down. Thank you, everyone. Please stand by at your locations. Understood. Then I will also head out to the field. Please contact me at any time. Her passion is incredible. Yes, to the point that it concerns me. Are you worried about Mashiro-sensei? Well, yes, her, Mashiro, but also the students responsible for the distribution. You mean them. I was actually thinking something similar. You didn't expect that? but President Ui would likely say something like, "There's no way someone who loves books can be bad." Huh? It could be someone who just looks at books as a way to make money? Dude, she's doing the speed pace. Rabu should totally read the manga. Well, I don't know what's about yet. But I'd like to see her reaction. I don't know how she'd feel about it. And she is technically a former Trinity student, I'm pretty sure. That may be, but I don't think that's the case. With today's technology, books have become more of a collector's item. It's unlikely people will be dealing in them unless they love books in some way or another. If someone truly just wanted to make money, why would they choose to sell books? These days, there are much more efficient methods. You do have a point, right? So I believe the ones creating this ruckus must be good people. At the very least, they're likely not awful people. I'm sure we'll be able to talk to each other. Covert ops. Now, here's to another great day of sales. President? Is it me? Or are there a lot more students compared to yesterday? You're right, something feels different, and their uniforms are black. Trinity students don't look happy about being around them either. This might not be the right comparison, but it does remind me of how our students react when the Secretariat comes around. It probably doesn't have anything to do with us. Some internal Trinity affairs, I bet. Come on, we've got books to sell. Let's keep making money. Oh, there you are. I imagine this manga has... Oh. I imagine this manga has made it into the After School Streets Club's hands already. Something tells me Yoshimi has a flustered fit over it. Yeah, out of all of them, I feel like it would definitely be Yoshimi. No. But then again, I still don't know what this book is about. I am really eager to know. Oh, who are you? This is really cute though. Shh, lower your voice and follow me. Huh? What is this? Why are you in such a hurry? A gym somewhere, okay? Where is this? And what to do with the Trinity students? Just a little longer now. Everyone, they're here. It's safe now. Yep. Did they really like gather everyone to a location just to... Wow, that's crazy. What in the world? Yakumo, you have created a monster in Trinity, bro. Would you mind explaining the situation to us to begin with? Yes, it's safe to speak now. It's the students you saw on the way here, the ones wearing black uniforms. They're the Justice Task Force, a type of disciplinary team that handles Trinity's security and makes sure students are following the rules. Of course, they work really hard, but rumor has it that the president of the Justice Task Force can fold people like a crumpled can. Wait, who's the president of the Justice Task Force? Oh, it's Tsurugi, that's right. I totally forgot. For some reason I thought it was Hasumi, but I'm like, that can't be right. Now remember, I have not seen Tsurugi in an event in a while. Of course, they all worked really hard, but yeah, I already read that. Just add in a little corruption and blame, and it's basically the Secretariat. So yeah guys, I forgot. Alright, those people being so... That's because the Justice Task Force is looking for you. For us? I suppose it's the natural question would be why, but I can posit a few reasons. Basically, since this morning, you two are officially wanted criminals. Oh, Hasumi could potentially fold you. That's what I'm saying, like, Hasumi could as well. She's like 200 kilograms. Okay, I'm sorry, Hasumi. But those melons are huge. They've yet to announce it to the public, but word spreads quickly here. We've been able to confirm that the Justice Task Force has been searching for you. And from what the rumors say, Their orders have come directly from the Tea Party. The Tea Party? That sounds rather pleasant. Well... You mean Trinity's Triumvirate Student Council is after us? In other words, it's like President Cherino put out a warrant for us. No, if it were her, I'd have 101 ways to get out of the situation. This is precisely why I was against this plan to begin with, President. It's not over yet. Takane, look around. After you say something like that, you definitely get folded? Yeah, I would. It would be over for me, bro. If the Trinity student body wanted us out, don't you think they would have handed us over to the Justice Task Force already? I'd like to think these two Trinity mobs are the ones we've already seen in this event. Yeah, I feel like they do kind of have like a weird way of like placing mobs in events, because like, you know, if you read Volume 6 already, there was those two Arius mobs that at the beginning of the volume, and there was two of the same Arius mobs with those sprites at the end of the volume, but we don't know if those were the two same ones. Like, you know, I feel like if they're gonna do that, you should probably give them a bit more like personality, but you know, they're not like actual characters, so I suppose so. It's always nice to kind of see like recurring mobs though in some stories, which I've kind of noticed, and just having them like that, I think it's cool. It adds a little bit of like flair to the story without including like a completely like separate character. If they find you two, they'll likely ban you for life. All the money you've earned will be confiscated. That's not right. It's a suppression It's suppression of economic activity. And they'd also confiscate books you brought with you. That's not right. It's a suppression of cultural activity. Exactly. We feel the same way, which is why we brought you here. Come to think of it, where is this place? Thank you for asking. This is the secret base of Trinity ladies. They call themselves the Trinity ladies? President, hush. I like the mobs to have eyes at least, but eh. Yeah, me too. I'd like them to have eyes. I've seen drawings and like, it's duckos. I don't know. It's just my imagination. We cleared out a gym that wasn't being used and created the space for ourselves. Of course, the Justice Task Force is completely unaware of its existence. We've all kept a secret amongst ourselves, hence a secret base. There are secrets and schemes interwoven throughout the school. Terrifying. Trinity. Truly terrifying. Saying that as the publishing department seems a bit self-allocating. Even so, this is an opportunity in itself. Nothing sells better than banned material. Suppression is like a medal for culture. Even if the scene isn't much, if it's censored, and it in itself is promotion and boosted sales several times over. Speaking of medal, that reminds me of the mustache medal. That one is really useless. Anyway, what is the mustache medal? Anyway, I'm assuming it has something to do with Cherno. Anyway, we received your message, loud and clear. Yes, thank you for bringing us to your safe space. Now then, shall we begin today's sales event? The stage is set. May I request that we proceed, Takane? Is this truly necessary? It's in the name of marketing, Takane. In the name of marketing. I can't even think about it without feeling embarrassed. Think of it this way, Takane. This is all for the promotion of cultural activity. Alright, President. Koharu, bruh. Hello, Koharu. It feels like it's been a while. Yeah, I suppose. I've seen a lot of task force members out today. Did something happen? Well, apparently there's been some strange book being distributed to the students. We were ordered to find the source and investigate the scale of the operation. It's being framed as the Justice Task Force providing support for the Library Committee's operation. But some members have been saying that it's actually a direct order from the Tea Party. A direct order? It's that important? I guess so. You know, I think I heard something about that book. Really? Do you have a lead? No, I really just heard it in passing. Oh, that's a shame. If you do happen to come across that may be useful, please let me know. It's unusual for us to have zero intel going into an operation like this. Although I'm only a first year, so I don't have that much experience to compare this to. Even still, it feels like there's been a systematic effort from the top to hide what's really going on. Yes, I'll see what I can find. But you haven't uncovered anything at all? Actually, we have. We've managed to secure several copies of what it looks like. Samples of books 1 and 2. Hello, Bendy. What's it like? Can I take a look? Well, since you remember the Force 2, Koharu, and I think basically everyone's seen it already, here you go. Dude, what is Koharu gonna think about this one? Yeah. Bruh. Koharu? Koharu? Well, really, honestly, it's not because I wanted to read it or anything. Okay, Koharu. And it's just so I can better assist the Justice Task Force. Do you have the next one? Not yet. Do you want to keep that one? I have more, so it'd be okay. Thank you. In that case, if you find something while investigating, can you show me? I'll look really, really hard too. Yes, sure. Thank you for your cooperation. Then, good work. Koharu. Okay, I'll do my best. It would be really funny if Hanako appeared out of nowhere. No way. I really don't have any ulterior motives. I'm someone who will become an elite member of the Justice Task Force. Anyway, what do I do with this? Wait, so if this is a joint operation between the Justice Task Force and the Library Committee... You seem exhausted. My apologies, Sensei. This is another best reflection of our capabilities. Thank you, Bendy. I've been reading this. I've been having a lot of fun. The chibi images are the best. That's what I'm saying, bro. They're so cute. But we really are having a hard time finding any leads. We did not anticipate the general lack of cooperation from the students. They responded every question with, I don't know, or a quick subject change. I thought about it, and I believe I know why. Perhaps the book emits evil waves, and is bewitching all of the students at Trinity. I think that's too much of a conspiracy. I have to agree, twiddling my thumbs in this office and receiving reports isn't doing me any good. It's time I make my own moves. I will assist in the patrols. Hello, Sensei. How are you? Oh, where's Mashiro? Ah, she's out on patrol? She's very diligent. Passionate, too. If only she stayed a bit longer. I just got samples of the sequel. What? Really? Yes. Want to take a look? Huh? This story feels oddly familiar. Especially the plot twist and the character development. What's wrong, Sensei? It's nothing? If you say so, I'll take your word for it, Sensei. Princess of the Frozen Kingdom. Is this what the book is called? No. Single file line, please. There's plenty to go around. No way. Everyone, keep it down. The faster you get in line, the faster you'll get your book. And remember, keep this from the Force. Wait, no way. This is just in a gym. Trinity students helping us sell? This must be the power of culture. It truly is. Before us, we see the manifestation of culture itself. The elements of humanity that inspire people to rally behind a cause. The central library here at Trinity claims to be the largest in all of Cubotas. I'd love to see it, or the old rumored library said to be hidden deep within. We'll find the time to go while we're here. I guess a critic like you would be interested in Trinity's literary collection. Aren't you? Not at all. Unless they're going to give it to me to flip for a quick buck. Why would I waste my time and energy on something with no potential? You say that, yet I see you slaving away over edits and revisions on a daily basis. JTF mobs in this flash art? Like that, like the chibi one? Hi you, hello. Like the chibi one or the... Like the CG? Let me look back at my thumbnail. I have no clue. The chibi art? I'm gonna have to go back. Wait, did I save it in my files? Wait, there is! Wait, what? Wait, I need to put this on screen. Yeah, I literally saw that too. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, there is, look! What the heck? Yo, what? That's JTF! Did they overlook that by any chance? Or are JTF mobs just like actually interested in it? Damn. It's not the editing or revision, it's carving gems out of raw stones, a rediscovery of product value. And as an extension, I expect you to do your part as well. Is that truly necessary? I'd never force you to do something you didn't want to, but I mean, the rumors have already started to spread, haven't they? Imposter among us? Dude, that's you. Why wouldn't they be interested in somewhat? We don't know. We don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Princess? Yep. Dude, no way they just set this up in like the gym, bro. That's crazy. Princess Takane, we'd love to hear your opinions on books 3 and 4. Oh, this is crazy. Hold up. I need to like analyze this, bro. What the heck is going on? Is this... what? Maybe there's just people like helping to man the other booths? Because what I got from this preview event cutscene, I thought this was gonna be like a convention, bro. You know, like Comiket or something? I didn't think it would be like just in a gym somewhere. That's crazy. But here are the mob chans with eyes though. I guess sometimes you get to see them with eyes. I totally forgot about that. In like the PVs and sometimes like this. Princess Takane, bro. Me? Well, if you truly wish to hear my humble opinion, of course, we do. A work like this could never have come out of Trinity. The wild but exhilarating reality it depicts creates a style that is uniquely Red Winter's. Exactly, the deep resolve to not let go of beauty against all odds. It really touched everyone. Now we have confirmed princesses in Kimonos. We have Serika, Aris, Chise, Mika, Atsuko, and Takane. If I remember correctly, it was literally just Sensei calling Serika a princess to flatter her, if I remember. It was either in her monster or one of the main volumes. Remember there were others that wrote fanfics already? You're right. You're right. But I didn't know it would extend this far already, which is crazy. This all started because Mara couldn't sell her surplus. It must be a lot. Yeah. It could be either. Whatever Renan said or whatever you said, Strider. This is a crazy event for me. I'm liking this event so far. And who would be more well suited to give a better perspective? Wait, no. Why am I reading this in Takane's voice for? And who would be more well suited to give a better perspective on the unfamiliar parts than Princess Takane herself? If you see it that way, I'm quite flattered. Thank you, truly. Wow, you're so eloquent. As expected of the Princess of Red Winter. No, the Princess of the Frozen Kingdom. That's just how royalty conducts themselves. What are we going to do, President? I'm just a regular student at Red Winter. Why am I suddenly playing the part of a youngest daughter of a fallen house, once considered nobility in Red Winter? You're wasting your breath on such a simple question, Takane. For the marketing. From what I hear, she's the youngest of the 4, from an influential family in Red Winter. I quite like this event, but I had to save it for best. Dude, same! That's what I'm complaining about. I really want Takane because I like her, but it's like, It's GG. It's GG. No one knows what caused the downfall of her house. They were purged from Winter. Apparently, what a terrifying word. You know, okay, when I finish reading this event, I'll do one pull on Takane's banner. If I don't get her, then it's GG. Yes, what can I say? I mean, truly, what can I possibly say right now? But with the help of her loyal retainer, Princess Takane found a way to change her identity and remain in Redwinter. How incredible! To meet someone who has experienced the kind of life I've only read about, and to actually talk to her, it's truly an honor. That's because the story is based on a book. What happened to your three sisters is unfortunate. You still have the journal where you wrote OAMT, the first letters of each of your names. You enjoy photography on the side? We would love to see your work. Everything is a mess. That's the one true thing they've said. But she's into photography? Yo, dab me up, Takane, what the heck? I need Fest, but I want to pull so much. I need Pop Idol. Yeah, dude, it's unfortunate. Like, I have to borrow Idol Mari a lot for raids, especially this recent Kurokage raid. I had to borrow her. So, yeah. I'm gonna drink water real quick. You can use the Grandest Hold 10 ticket pool. Do I even have that? Wait, who? It was, Hieronymus, yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe. At the end of the stream, I'll do it. Only got one. Yeah, dude, I have one ticket as well. It's kind of GG's for me, bro. I spent it all on Majikugo Riza, and I'm like, fuck. These Trinity students are so sheltered, man. They don't know almost everything from the outside world. Yeah, which is like, damn. Like, I thought, I mean, Trinity does seem like a really, like, proper and, like, preppy school. Especially from the outside. But it's like, in the inside, where you've seen, like, the clubs. And, like, the people that, like, or I guess the students that kinda, like, already know more about the outside world, I guess. The ticket came yesterday. No, that was the total of Soul. I have like 85k. I'm getting all of Fest Arcade. Okay. Yo, me too though. I don't have 85k. I need to keep that ticket for Mario Idol. Yeah, it's kind of GG for like a lot of people, bro. I have to confess, this is the first time I've had the opportunity to hear the words out of a critic, and to think I can experience it firsthand from a princess. I've never thought of this day would come. Do you plan on releasing a collection of critical essays under your name? Oh, another business venture? Absolutely not! Yeah, you guys that are in the, like, green, good for you. Me? I'm like, barely, at 1 spark. I'm saving for Archive Fest, due to me not having all 3 of them. I feel for you though. I'm glad that they have that system. And one thing I'm really glad about is that I got all of the Fest characters in one banner, which is crazy. Because I got, well, up to Hina Dress, I'm pretty sure. I got, who was it? Who's the first person? I think it was Wakamo, then Sumshu Hoshino, then Mika, then Hanako. I think it was Hanako after Mika. I could be wrong. And then it was just Hina, I'm pretty sure. But I got all those people on just Hina banner, so it's just like, I'm set. But I feel for people that just like don't have them because they're limited, which sucks. I heard from a friend. Is this alright? My ass here got only 34k. Okay, look, you're more you're more wealthy than me, bro. And take that as positive, because I've got most of my pyros from Bond Stories, and I actually read all the Bond Stories though. Hello, TJR. 70k plus in disposal. You know, you're like living like a rich man's life, bro. Welcome. You guys with like 48k plus, I'm like, I can't right now, man. On my JP account, I'm like super rich. I have like 56k, but like on global, my account like my main account is like, it's suffering right now. I still need S Terror. Yeah, she's definitely good for raids. The only student I'm missing from Fest is Nagisa swimsuit, and it's because I had to spark swimsuit Mika. Welcome, welcome. It's not just alright. It's exactly as it should be, and as with all things, you should start at the beginning. Try out book 1. At least Yuzu armed and Amy armed are not limited if that helps, and Toki armed is free. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be rolling for them. Maybe Yuzu if I have leftover. But I don't know. I like Yuzu and Amy as well, but I don't know if it's worth. But you on PA food stamps? That's crazy. 14k? I'm sorry. Also need Rio. Yeah, Rio is like a must-have as well for like the recent stuff. Damn, that one planet, bro. You need a lot of characters, bro. I'm glad I got lucky for Fest. I don't think I got that lucky last Fest. I don't even remember. What was last Fest actually? Oh yeah, never mind. It was while I was merging like the Seiya Fest with the swimsuit Mika Fest. So everything kind of got blurred. But yeah, I got really unlucky for the Mika swimsuit Fest. Cause I literally Sparksure, and before that there was 3 banners I really wanted to roll on, which is Nagisa, Ben Natsu, and then Swimsuit Kikyo and Yukari. So it was GG for me after that. I literally had like barely any pyros, didn't get Nagisa, only got Mika because I had to spark, but I was like really poor. Really had 40k pyros. Okay, that's good though. You're like still in the green. You're basically gonna have spark, I mean double spark by the end of the, I mean by the time Fest comes around. Almost level 90, that's good. Do you want big milk or beautiful cake? Dude, I didn't get any of them on my JP account because I was literally, when that Fest came out, I was traveling and I was at a place with barely any internet. So I didn't get a roll for them for like a week. And then, yeah, I wanted Himari, I just couldn't roll for them. No one is getting just Tsukio or just Michiru next month because of this. Tough luck for them. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll for them anyways. I'll probably read the event, but that's like a maybe. I don't know. I know the Arya students are in it, so maybe. Isn't Natsu in the Grand Assault Shop? No. Ben Natsu. But I think Natsu, like the normal Natsu, is in Grand Assault, so you can definitely get her. And she's like really good for Parozilla. So I definitely recommend use your coins on that. Then thank you. Shameless. Damn, that's the reaction. First time. What should we do, President? Will we be alright? It's fine. She's going to come back. It's my intuition as the president of the publishing department. Is that so? Oh my. It's not like I want to know, or I am curious about what happens next. I'm just a bit of a completionist. It's practically my duty to finish it at this point. Yes, of course. I'm in complete agreement, miss. I'm glad you understand. Therefore, if it's a second one, of course, all stories must continue. Just like how the show must go on. We must thank you for following your sense of duty back here. Thank you for seeing it that way. It's nothing. If this book had remained in Redwinter, it would have been lost, forgotten by the masses. It'd never have its day under the bright lights of the market. It's one thing to participate and lose, and it's another to never even get to set foot in the ring. That sounds logical, I believe. Exactly. That's why I'm going to give you a chance to buy 2 books instead of 3. What do you think? Aren't you meant to buy these kinds of things in 3s though? That's what I heard. That's true, but the 3rds for spreading the word. Doesn't that sound a bit embarrassing? Is it really okay? This event theme is definitely top tier. For event themes in BA, it's just too good. Koharu wanted to do something more Redwinter happy. Yeah, you know that, I don't know, there was this one Redwinter VGM that goes incredibly hard. I need to find it, but I don't know what it's called, but I know the drop is so crazy. And I think it's mostly been Karut that has been doing the Red Winter OSTs, and it's so good. It's so good. I'm trying to look for it on the MO2 channel right now. I'm so sorry it is. Okay, wait, it probably isn't that. I don't know when this event was released, so I'm just trying to, like, where the heck is it? OTK Para March? Yeah, I think it's OTK. Yeah. I think it might be this one? If I remember correctly, it had like Cherry No on the cover. It had someone on the cover. I don't remember exactly who. Wait, let's listen to this one first real quick. Okay, it's not this one, I think. This one does go hard, but I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah, I like this. I really like this OST. Oh, there was another one. There was another one that I really liked too. I just don't remember what it was called. It's not one of the older ones. I don't think it is the older ones either. Scarlet Chrysanthemum? Maybe. I just know it was played in like a car I was in one time, so it was like, oh shit, this goes crazy. Maybe it is Scarlet Chrysanthemum. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it might be this one. I think it is this one. Okay. Sounds like There's another. I swear there's one other one. But this one sounds very like close to what I was thinking of. Maybe I'm just like being really delusional right now though. Maybe it's the second part of this song. Okay, it might have been this one. I don't know. I still don't know. Because this part is so crazy. Okay, it might be Scarlet Chrysanthemum. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly at all, but it might be this one. But I swear it could have been another one as well. Yeah, the progression on this song is crazy though. All right, let's go back to the story though. I'm sorry for keeping the story on hold, but I just really wanted to know what it was because I totally forgot it. Alright, and so, the act of excluding some parts of life to make others more acceptable is a contradiction in itself. I like the way that she blinks. One could even say that the way we speak of difficult topics is an indication of our true nature. For example, love. People naturally draw back from speaking of it, yet it's essential for each and every one of us. Without love, all of you wouldn't be standing before me today. It's the same thing about our bodies, though people say that a proper lady should not explicitly talk about what's beneath her clothing. And yet, we are beings who live with those forbidden bodies. Therefore, this book, by attempting a frank and provocative dialogue about things that are contradictory, yet alluring for us, can be considered a culmination of resolve, and may even be thought of as pure, leading us to the horizon of an even broader understanding. Yeah, that's so cool, princess. As expected of nobility. So it's okay to be honest with ourselves? I may develop a stomach ulcer from this. Business is booming, and yet there is more we could be doing. Something more definitive. Do you have any books with this stuff? Oh, any more? I may need a few more details. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a book that fits your description exactly. I see. Hold on. Yet, I can make this happen for you. Really? I'll need your help though. Do you know how to write a project proposal? What? No, I've never written one before. It's alright. Even better. Just give me 2 lines. What are you looking for? The types of characters? Just let your imagination run wild. Understood. Takane is not disapproving the princess allegations. It's cause she is one. What is it, Yakumo? Have sales started slowing down? Actually, well, the payment we received did help us get out of the bottom of the pit, at least, so thank you. Such heartfelt gratitude from none other than Meru herself, and worry not, business is booming. In fact, it's doing so well that I'm sending you over a proposal. The faster you can get back to me, the better. Huh? Why should I? I refuse to be put on another one of your obscure money-making schemes. Hear me out. I'm receiving requests, live, on site. If we can respond on demand, we can set whatever prices we want. You want me to do a commission? No, absolutely not. Those are an artist's worst nightmare. They nitpick every detail, and finally at the end, it's not what they wanted. I can speak from experience. No, I've handled that already. The proposal I'm sending over has only 2 lines. You can't cover every little detail in 2 lines. Which means, they may be providing the canvas, but you can paint it however you want. The person who commissioned it is just going to complain about the result. Oh, no. They'll be happy with whatever you give them, because Princess Takane will critique it positively. I'm involved as well? Think about it, Meru. This is an original. This is an original in a sense. Isn't creating an original work like this your dream? Well, yes. I get it. It's not 100% yours, so it's not your work. But the request is just a setting. You can fill the details with whatever Meru-like thoughts you have up there. It's basically an original piece, right? After all, a drop of water can turn into a great ocean one day. Wow, the first step on your journey is to achieving your true dream. Damn. Yakumo has a way with words, though. Also, like, I barely look at Meru's sprite, but like, what is that a hoge? Is that even a hoge? Can you even consider that an ahoge? Like, it's tied up. Damn. Give me the proposal. Artists can eat their pencils or work on them. Excellent, excellent. Now remember, speed is the name of the game. Who do you take me for if I'm going to get working immediately? So hang up already. With that, another mission is accomplished. I never wish to have looked at you in the eye of an enemy, President. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Good work, Sensei. I forgot we're still on this path. You're the hardworking one, Shimiko. Well, I appreciate that. We have nothing to show for it. We weren't able to find a single lead to follow. I wonder why it's so much harder than usual. Meru has a top knot at this point? Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on why, Sensei? I see. Trinity students may actually be protecting the seller of this unauthorized book. You and I were thinking the same thing, Sensei. Without any willing witnesses, it's difficult for the Justice Task Force to make any headway. Which is actually why we've come to this cafe. Did you find someone willing to talk? Perhaps? You know her well. Ah, here she is. Is it Koharu? I'm exiting the game. No, I'm kidding. Hello, Koharu. Sensei? What is Sensei doing here? Oh, it's Koharu. Wait, if Sensei is here? I knew it. I knew it. You can't trick me. This fiasco is all you're doing. No, it's not my fault this time. I'm innocent. This time, you were doing perverted things other times? The penalty. I mean, I can't deny it. Anyways, so Koharu is the one... Yes, Koharu provided me with a sample, so now we have some kind of clue. Why are you assisting the library committee and not the Justice Task Force? Well, that's because I didn't want to be the one to make them sad. That's all, okay? Everyone's trying really hard to protect it. All because they like this book. I'm not saying the Justice Task Force is bad, they're just doing their job. This is a totally different matter. It just feels a little sad to take away something the students love so much from them. Do you also like this book, Koharu? Me? Why are you even asking? Pervert sensei, dummy sensei, death penalty. I'm not interested in something like this at all. In that case, Koharu, if the library committee were to collect the entire series, you would have no interest in coming to read it? As a future elite of the Justice Task Force, shouldn't you be aware of its contents? You're right. I guess if it's something like that, I'll have to make an exception and check. So easy to fold, Koharu. Excellent. Thank you for cherishing literature so deeply. Well, it's not really... Anyway, what is it about books that makes the library committee love them so much? Isn't it natural? Books are a kind of time machine. A time machine? How so? Look how far Koharu has come since your introduction. There's certainly distinct hints of development here. Fahrenheit 451 for tuition. Metaphorically? Wait, did I read the last line? I'm so sorry. Well, in a metaphorical sense, of course. Well, you see, there's innumerable different mediums in which people can Well, you see, there's innumerable different mediums in which people can express themselves and disseminate information. Videos on the internet, movies, games, music, so many that you can't list all of them. These mediums elicit the same kinds of emotions and feelings that the books do. But with books, I feel like I have a little more breathing room. Am I the only one who doesn't get it? Think of it this way, movies, games, and videos, for mediums like those, it's hard to formulate your own thoughts while watching them. These mediums use our sight, hearing, and sometimes touch to deliver their message. That makes them very immersive, and brings us deeper into their worlds. But it's a sensory overload, there's no breathing room for your own thoughts. Books, on the other hand, in a way, is the most restrictive of the mediums. You only have the words on the page to communicate with. That is undeniably true. But that very restrictedness allows our own thoughts to blossom alongside the books we read. It's selfish. It's selfless in that way. And that, in some ways, feels like, to me, a conversation with the past. It's a good way to put it. Because all authors are people who are speaking to the present from the past. And in that sense, I called it a time machine. I didn't think about how books are published after they're written. Yes, when I'm reading, it really does feel like a conversation with the author's past self. With that breathing room, you can better process the words written on the page in a more personal way. And there are people like me, who cherish books enough to also want to respond to the author's message. When you experience it, it's magical. Nice to hear why you love books so much. Yes, and perhaps for that reason, even concerning the case of the unauthorized book currently in Trinity, I can't help but think of it positively, however subconscious the thought may be. I failed at my job. Don't think feeling that way means you failed. Koharu? Well, since the Justice Task Force is strict enough to make up for the both of you, I think if one person in the investigation is advocating for the book, yes, like good cop, bad cop. Yeah, like that. I knew you'd get it, Sensei. Oh, let me just remove my cursor off screen. Sorry about that. Thank you, Sensei, Koharu. However, that brings us back to our original issue. How do we resolve the situation? Koharu, have you tracked down any more clues since then? No? Ah, yes, I don't mean to pressure you. It's just that... if you can't go to the students... What is it, Sensei? Do you have an idea? Koharu, can I ask you something? Me? I don't mind. As long as it's not perverted, I won't do anything like that. Of course you won't. Just based off the current context of the situation, I don't believe that that's the direction we're headed. Sorry about that. I need to drink water again. Anyway, huh? If the Justice Task Force picks up the pace at any point, try to stay by their side? But I'm not currently affiliated with the Justice Task Force. Would that be okay? I wouldn't worry about that, Koharu. They'll be happy to see you. Alright, if you say so. Hello, Mashido. How's the investigation going? I must sincerely apologize. We've made little progress. Sippa, could you hear that? From my mic? It's okay. I'm already aware of the obstacles you've encountered. Please, don't wear yourself too thin. If the situation does escalate, it'll be the Tea Party's responsibility to finally step in. Well, truly, I apologize again, Nagisa. I was unaware of just how distressed you were. I will do everything in my power to bring these perpetrators to justice. Please, excuse me. Bruh. Mashido? Mashido? I was only trying to cheer her up a little. Bruh. An empty place. Is everyone here? Yes. Good. As you all know, our job is to track down and investigate the contraband books that have been spreading across Trinity. However, it's several days into our investigation, and we've made almost no progress. Yes. Just yesterday, Nagisa expressed serious concern over this mission status. Nagisa herself? That's right. I'll bow my head and apologize a million times for my own incompetence. But if the problem lies with the Justice Task Force resolve to achieve justice, then this is a threat to safety and integrity of Trinity itself. Therefore, we must prove our worthiness. I just don't agree with words. Understood. But what do we do? I have a plan. It's a straightforward one that anyone could think of, but sometimes I believe the simplest option is the best one. The only thing that matters is that we bring down the hammer of justice. Therefore, we're going to dedicate every last resource in the force has to monitoring every single corner of the Trinity campus. No, the district. Starting when? Starting now. I know I'm asking for a lot of you, but please continue to uphold justice. I promise I'll work the hardest of us all. Wait for us, Mashiro. Bruh. Oh my god, what? Look at their little faces, bro. And look at my shit. 1984, literally, bro. We didn't sell a single book today. More like, we couldn't. The Justice Task Force, was it? The citizens in black uniforms. Why they're everywhere today? My danger senses, which I attribute much of my survival in Red Winter to, are sounding off right now. Could they have discovered us? Princess and her maid. There you are. Princess and her maid. Yes, hello. Have you been well? A maid? I guess I'll take it. Yes, thank you. Please forgive my rudeness. We have no time to chit-chat. The situation is dire. It's fine. What's going on? Cutting right to the chase, around half of the Justice Task Force is out looking for you. So the reason there's an increase in those black shirts today is... Where are the other named GTF characters in the event? Do they know much as we're running around doing this? I feel like in a lot of events, this kind of happens. Especially with Trinity, like we have like one dedicated person, and sometimes it's usually Mashiro for some reason, that just like does stuff for the Force. Or it's just like dedicated to like a few Justice Task Force members. Especially like the swimsuit event where it was literally just Hasami and Ichika from the JTF that went over to handle the... I forgot what they were doing. They were like bodyguarding the Tea Party or something like that. Red Winter has prepared them. All because of a mildly spicy manga. I know, right? Like, aren't there bigger issues at hand than than just like this. So the reason there's an increase in those black shirts today is, yes, it's all in that same vein. And perhaps for that reason, there seems to be a sense of terror spreading across Trinity. A sense of terror? These are our actions? I don't know how we could ever apologize. No, that's not what I meant. Maybe terror wasn't the right word. It's not your fault, princess. It's just, all the students are being forced to hide any book that isn't a textbook right now. I'm sorry, princess. We don't think we can actively help you anymore. No, your assistance up till now has garnered my eternal gratitude. Poor princess. Her hardship never ends, even after coming all the way to Trinity. Hey, I'm here too, you know. Yakumo, like, doing most of the work, and then being boosted by, like, Takane's words just because of her title. Her false title, too. 2 bodyguards for a big trip with the leaders of the school. Yeah. That's how I remember it. But even, like, I think the funniest part from that event was, like, Kasumi building a hot spring in, like, 2 seconds. Like, bro. You'll need to find some place to hide. Somewhere the Justice Task Force members won't think to look. You don't have any suggestions, do you? My apologies. Their eyes are everywhere, so even we don't know. But perhaps as outsiders, you'll be able to identify cracks in their armor that we can't. Please, take care of yourselves, princess. I hope one day we can treat you to a better time here at Trinity. You mustn't think that way. I'm already grateful for the wonderful memories I've made with you all. Think nothing of it. Where did it all go wrong? I would take a gander in and say from the very beginning. Is what we're doing here wrong, President? For once, I don't have any answers for you. What I do know, though, is that it's always important to see things through to the end. Depending on the time and place, perhaps that's not always too important. Anyway, let's see somewhere the task force members wouldn't go. Bruh. We need to get somewhere a little less conspicuous. If only Sensei were here. President, over there. It appears to be less populated than other areas. You're right. There are fewer Justice Task Force members, at least. It actually appears to be rather deserted in general. Now, this is much better. Oh my god, no way. Is this a library? Looks like it. No way. The library, damn it. Although, it's not quite how I envision a modern library. The books are old, but well maintained. Very much so. That would indicate that there's a manager of some sort. Ah? No way, bruh. Takane? Is something wrong? Quiet in the library. Yo, Jesus Christ. Outsiders again. Huh? Not Trinity students, though. And they brought a lot of books with them. Bro. No, I don't know the details, and I don't particularly want to know. But you're involved in publishing and distribution? Yes, that's right, Miss Kozeki Ui. I apologize for the ruckus. Well, you seem to be one of us, and you understand your faults. And you have so many kids with you. Yes, indeed. Kids? Sorry, books. You have a lot of books. Come to think of it, you're the president of the library committee who takes care of this old library. Wait, Ui? I heard the Central Library of Trinity is the largest library in Kyoto's, and it contains every book that exists in the world. I'm honored to witness such a place in the flesh. Right, you wanted to come here, right, Takane? Oh, the rumors are slightly exaggerated, but we do try to protect as many children as we can. Makes sense. Makes sense. There are some crazy rumors flying around, you know? There's that you want to burn down an entire building to punish students with overdue books. That one's true? What? All things considered, I was merciful. Merciful! Okay. Those outsiders had no respect for the sanctity of literature. Anyways, your children, I like them. They were well made. I like them. This is just manga, isn't it? Huh? I didn't use my eyes to read it? Why would it be a book? And according to the reaction of Trinity students, there seem to be some problems with how risky it is? Is that so? Well, I suppose when outsiders look at it, some parts can be seen that way. It's because none of them actually read, otherwise it wouldn't be such a culture shock for them. Anyway, from what you were saying earlier, the Justice Task Force is actively pursuing you two? Yes, unfortunately. The Justice Task Force would never put this much manpower into a trivial thing like this of their own accord. It must be the Tea Party. Huh? I didn't even mention them! It's obvious. Those stuffy executives, they never understood the true value of literature. Fine. You can stay here. I'll accommodate. To an extent. You wouldn't find our presence distracting? Only because you were one of us. Don't look into it too much. And don't overstay your welcome. Oh, thank you, Ui. And we'll just catch our breath and regroup here for a moment. And one more thing. Huh? You're too close. Get back. 3 meters, at least. But we're not... I'll evict you. Got it. 3 meters. We can follow the rules. It's not a strict library rule. More of a personal one. Huh? What did you say, Ui? 3 meters. Yes. Ui definitely has, again, top 10 expressions in this game, I swear. Is this really fine, President? Who's talking about Tea Party like they're annoying middle managers? I could see it. Well, we can't stay here forever. We have very little going for us in terms of options at the moment. What should we do? Since we will tolerate us for a little longer, we'll wait here until things quiet down outside. Meanwhile, we'll formulate a plan to escape and return to Redwinter. Ui's trying her best, yep. Her bond story, which I did read, like, I think almost a month ago, it was very sweet. And it made me understand Ui's character a bit more. You're giving me that look again. I know this situation isn't ideal. But in life, sometimes you just have to follow the yellow brick road, Takane. I will rest for a moment inside. Please alert me if anything changes. I know what the president said, however. Ooh. Here, I had hoped to contact them for something more spectacular and praiseworthy. Huh? This number? Ui's trying her best not to murder them. Ui, what are all these children doing in your dungeon, bro? Hello, Sensei. How have you been? The reason for reaching out so suddenly is... where should I even start? It's alright. The beginning is usually a good place. Alright, to begin, we're currently at Trinity General School... Huh? I'm here too! Huh? You too? One last chance. Sensei, hello. I got the gist of things. Sorry, Ui. No, you don't mind. I don't mind too much. You, what? Yo. You mentioned. Well, now that you mention it. 1, 2, 4? 4 may be too much for the old library. Don't disturb the children. We'll make sure to keep it down. Alright then. It's this way then. Follow me. Welcome, Sensei. You really were here already. Now this is a surprise guest appearance, and here, at Trinity of all places. This seems like a serious situation, so let's get to the point. Why did you do something like this, Yakumo? No pleasantries today? Alright. To get straight to the point, I did it to make money. You, me, us, you, and you, and me. This is hardly the situation for Pride President. But that's all. There's really nothing else. Huh? You disagree? This is actually a terrible business decision? Coming to another school's district, selling books illegally? The risk doesn't match the reward? The Yakuma I know would have calculated that down to the last cent. No. You know me. I'm a go with the flow type of gal. Don't give me that look. Alright. I get it. So you want to just get right into it? Is this how adults converse? Then, Sensei, what do you think culture needs to grow? People's love and interest? I see. Love and interest. You're not necessarily wrong, but the idea itself is wrong. Culture is a living thing that feeds on money to grow. It's not that different from living organisms like us. You think that's a bit extreme? No. It's sad, but it's the reality. To enjoy culture is to spend your time and money, and for that price, people expect value, enjoyment, fun, laughter, that kind of thing. At the very least, they want to walk away with a lesson or positive sentiment. Sensei, have you ever thought how many things are written each day? There's an idealistic belief out there that as long as you make something good, people will see it. But even as we speak, thousands of new books, articles, and social media posts are being written. I said each day, but that's too broad of a measurement. An inconceivable amount of cultural content pours into the world by the hour, the minute, second. Most of it is shunned to the side, forgotten, and discarded. It's unfair, it's sad. This boxing match we call the market. If they can at least have a moment to stand proudly in the ring before they lose, that would be understandable. They'll learn from failure, but one day, they'll build enough courage to try again. Or maybe they won't. Some of them will stumble on the first round and never get back up again. But the reality is that most of them won't even get to step in the ring. They're sidelined and forced to cheer for the lucky champion who happened to win. Do you remember when you were a child? Children always want to be something they're not. They want to do this, make that, prove themselves, and be acknowledged. That's just the human experience, the need for validation. But dreams has expiration dates. A stagnated dream is a spoiled one. Having no dream is a tragedy. But even worse is hanging onto a rotten, spoiled one. That's their saying. Why implant the desire and then deny me the talent? I know I sound like an uptight adult if I say this, but aren't you too young to be thinking like that? Tell me about it. I think that, regardless of age, there are children all over the world who feel that way though. Anyway, my point is this. Yeah, Yakumo's really good at this though. I'm not even gonna deny it. Everyone deserves a chance to stand in the ring at least once. Whether it makes your dreams come true or shatters them, at least you had your chance. And the one with the key to the ring is marketing. Being labeled as a failure without even a chance to prove yourself, I find it cruel. However, there isn't actually a key to that marketing holds. It's money. Money is the key that lets people into the fight. Because culture grows on soil called money, and someone needs to cultivate that soil. Anyway, so that's how we got here. But if money is so important, then why are you working in printed media and publishing? What? There are much better industries when it comes to making money. Distribution, logistics, finance, the list goes on. Huh? You hit the nail right on the head. Bruh. So does this actually just go back to like love and interest? No, that was excellent, Sensei. Sometimes the president needs someone to tap the brakes on in her stead. However, I don't find myself in the total opposition to her words. I mean, me either, personally. Truly, who would go into publishing for the money? Then Yakuma also. Who knows? And why would I, a critic, work for a president like that? Yes, it's as you expect. I'm in a related industry because I enjoy culture. And it's even better if I make money out of it. And it's best if it's promoted well. Greedy and twisted, isn't she? That's who she is at her core. This whole subject, she wouldn't have acknowledged it if not for you, Sensei. After all, why would a twisted, immoral person find it so difficult to talk about this? Using metaphors and euphemisms to get around it? Because she's talking about herself, of course. For instance, who never had her chance to stand her ring? Who is bitter about having the motivation and none of the talent? Things to consider. Then you mean some things are better left to the imagination, Sensei. Don't say weird things, Takane. You'll bring bad luck, and we might not get to our very well-deserved payout. Friend is a struggling meeting since 2010. Yup. Yes. Understood, President. I understand where the publishing department is coming from. But regardless of the motivations, lying is never okay. You know one thing? Since we're on like this topic, bro, like 2 days ago, I was trying to print some things, and I like scheduled it to like be picked up at like a print store. So when I was going to the print store, I was like, yo, I like showed them my order, but it turns out I actually put the wrong location of this print store, and it turns out that print store is like 5 miles away. So I literally just like didn't get the Yeah, Yakuma's been clearly talking about herself this entire time. So now I have to like reroute it, which is gonna take a longer time. But it's fine. Huh? Lying? What do you... For example, calling Takane a princess, amongst other things. How did you know? Did Takane... Reflect on your actions, President. You went too far with that. I'm so terribly embarrassed. Anyway, I'll sort things out for you. So your job is to end this business venture, here and now. Okay. But bad news, Sensei. The Justice Task Force students are coming your way. Oh no, not the library, dude. Not the library, bro. Not at the library. Dude, Ui's gonna like kill all of them, bro. I'm sorry. Huh? How did the Justice Task Force students find out? I have no idea. They must have found a lead somewhere. Dude, are we gonna see Ui terror? I was doing what you said and singing to the Justice Task Force. So I contacted you as soon as it happened. Thank you, Koharu. You're the best, as always. Huh? Really? Wait, this is no time to be happy. What do we do now, Sensei? Huh? Call Shibiko as well? Right. We need the library committee too. Alright, Sensei. Hurry, hurry. Good night, Shredder. Thank you for passing by. Hope you enjoyed the VOD. Hello, Koharu. What's going on? Bad news, Shimiko. What? That's really bad news. That's what I said. No, this situation is significantly worse than you imagine. Eh? There's no time to explain. I have to get to the old library right now. You stay hidden, Koharu, no matter what happens. Because you see, the Justice Task Force and we are diametrically opposed. Huh? But why should I... You'll just be caught in the crossfire between the two at the old library. In the worst case, you could be mistaken for one of our contraband sellers. Do you understand? Until everything is over, you have to stay as far away from this case as possible. Caught in a crossfire, contraband? Yeah, that does make sense. No, none of that matters. I have to go, because that's the right thing to do. Okay, now's not the time to think like that, Koharu. Sensei, what is happening? Ui, thank goodness. Listen to me, right now. Oh, more people? Seriously? Whoever that is, I need to go give them a piece of my mind. No, what I'm trying to say is... Are you there, President Kozeki Ui? This is Mashiro from the Justice Task Force. The Justice Task Force? Why? Hello, President Ui. It's been a while. Why are you here? I'm here on a report. I received information that suspicious unauthorized books have arrived here. Unauthorized books? Your point being? Yes, for that reason, we asked for your cooperation in a comprehensive investigation of the old library. That's not happening. What? That's not happening. Either she's gonna out them or she's gonna go crazy. What? No, stop. What are you trying to do? A comprehensive investigation? You mean right now? In this place? A comprehensive investigation of the old library? Yes, that is 100% correct. So you want to abduct them? Kidnap my children? Every single one of them? Huh? Yes, well, if we find that to be necessary, yes. Who knows what we'll find? Is that an issue? That's why I'm requesting your cooperation. As long as you conduct yourself with justice, you have nothing to hide and... Shut your trap. You want to take my children? Who do you think you are? Upon whose grounds do you think your vile feet are treading right now? Mark every single one of my words with the utmost care. For every one of my children you attempt to abduct, if you so much to try and lay a finger on my books, I'll break them. Your fingers, your hands, your wrists. Halt. You threatened the Justice Task Force and attempted to impede justice. I cannot tolerate such... That's my line. And I know this Tea Party illiterates are the ones behind this anyway. Tea Party, this conspiring, censoring authoritarians. I see right through you. This is the Tea Party's display to finally absorb the old library. This investigation is a prosthetic fun on your evil and book-hating ways. Huh? No, that's not what it... Mashiro? And she tells us... And she tells Ui she's kidnapping Ui's children. Excuse me, we're here on official Justice Task Force business. That's right. If that's how you want to play it, we're not afraid to use force. Yo. It's GG. It's GG, bro. Yo. There. Listen very carefully to me, each of you. And I mean every single word that I say. Not even a single page of my children would be carried out of here without my permission. I will not allow that to happen. In other words, if that is what you want to do, it'll be over my shattered halo. Oh my god. That's certainly one way to put it. That's funny. That's funny as hell though. Cause it's like it's like over my dead body, but it's Kiboto's, you know. They Kiboto-ified it. I don't know. That's like the best way to put it, you know? You know what I mean though. Understood. What I understand perfectly well is that President Ui has no desire to cooperate. I also understand that President Kozeki Ui is presenting clear hostility and is a threat towards the Tea Party's order and Justice Task Force. The Justice Task Force will now proceed with the unavoidable execution of justice. Oh yeah? Sure. Well, it's been a while. Fine. Just try to take my children from me. Mob trans caught in the crossfire. Challenge accepted. Stop! Stop fighting! Nobody move. The shattered halo saying is super serious. Yup. Shimiko, Sensei? Everyone, please. This is simply a severe misunderstanding amongst friends, and this can be sorted out without violence. Is that so? Sensei, Shimiko, is everyone alright? Huh? Koharu, what are you... Didn't I warn you to keep yourself safe? Keep yourself safe. But I can't do that. What's wrong is wrong, no matter what. More importantly, why you pests just keep coming? This isn't your common room. And Shimiko, you betrayed me! I did suspect an informant, but to think it was you, trust is really a limited resource these days. Damn, what? Okay. Yeah, Shimiko... Ui, you can't even exercise a moment of self-restraint. And what's this nonsense? An informant? When you have no idea what I've gone through? Moreover, stop shooting people! Just how many incidents am I going to have to clean up on your behalf? No, I was just... Not a word. Oh, jeez. Damn. Whoever said Shimiko is scary when she's angry, like at the beginning of the stream. I I truly trust your words now. Kimiko channel her inner gushing over magical girl's energy to defeat Ui. She's scary, bro. Oh, while the scene has been flipped on its head, we need to fulfill our objective. We received intel that the unauthorized books are being stored here, and now I'm almost certain they must be. We cannot allow the circulation of unauthorized material in Trinity. Yes, I agree with that statement. I'm not trying to stop you. However, I do have something to... Hello. I'm sorry, everyone. Didn't I tell you to hide? Ma'am? Yes, you did. But this isn't right. This is our fault. We're so grateful for the help we received, but I cannot turn a blind eye while causing conflict amongst comrades. Now, come out, President. You have to speak your piece. Ah, fiddlesticks. I was really hoping to sneak out like I was never really here. This mischievous little... President? I'm sorry. Hello, Trinity. We're from Redwinter's Publishing Department. Publishing... Department? That's right. First, I should explain why this happened, and why we decided to do this. To tell you the truth, So to summarize, in an effort to help starving the Knowledge Liberation Front students, you came all the way to Trinity in hopes of helping them by securing a new distribution channel? Well, rather than helping them, it's more about the money. President? Ah, sorry. But, well, in some ways. Well, nothing in Redwinter sees the light of day. I think it'd be nice for people from another school to experience our culture. Also, the plotlines in the book have been used and reused in Redwinter, so there was no demand for it. And thankfully, more than a few Trinity students seem to like it. That is definitely true. That's why we, at the Justice Task Force, started tracking down the books as a collaborative operation with the library committee. I think Trinity students were helping Redwinter Publishing Department. Now I understand why we were running into so many brick walls. Money would help? I mean, yeah. Yakumo did go on that, like, whole tangent. Is that what was happening, Shimiko? Yes, President. Please look up every once in a while and see what's going on outside of this library. This should have been your responsibility, not mine. No, that's too cruel a punishment for me. Anyway, I think culture is meant to be shared. Culture that stagnates will eventually hold people back. And it doesn't make any money. Of course, we didn't initially come to Trinity with such grand ideas in mind. But seeing how much Trinity students enjoyed our books has put me in a reflective mood, I suppose. Huh? Is that really the case, President? Huh. Let me put it this way. Some things are better left unsaid. Using my words against me. This President title isn't just for show, you know? Regardless of the situation, however, these books are still considered contraband. Can't the library committee authorize them? The library committee? Yes, the library committee manages the circulation of books distributed throughout Trinity. If we were to officially authenticate the publishing department's books, it would no longer be considered contraband. Naturally, we would need to make some adjustments to adhere to Trinity's guidelines. I did figure even our toned-down version was a little intense. One could absolutely have surmised. Isn't following school procedures its own kind of justice? That is a new perspective. Thank you for broadening my horizons. Even here, where justice was nearly dismantled, we were able to reestablish it with procedures. I'm truly impressed, Sensei. Thank you. Yep. Glad that makes sense to you. Come to think of it, what is your opinion on the book, President? Why me? Well, I assume you've read it already. How did you know? Just how long have we worked together? I can't hide anything from you. Well, it was a good book, in my opinion. The publishing department has a certain earnest that is woven into the story. It is easy to feel the passion that went into their work. These days, most books are browbeating slop. Wow, I didn't know they'd be using that as a word in BA. But I guess that's just like how the word has definitely transformed with internet culture over the past few months. and utterly disregard the dignity of the written word, that I could never forgive an author who has sold their soul, and I don't believe this book does that. So the final verdict? It's fine, and the content poses no issue to me. However, I'm only one person. Do what you think is best, Shimiko. Understood. Thank you, Library Committee. Then that's what I would like to report for this case. I'll come with you. Tag along as well, since I'm sure the president doesn't wish to. I'm not going. But there's no need for the two of you to... Never mind. Thank you for your cooperation until the end. After all, this mission was intended to be a collaboration between Justice Task Force, the Library Committee, and Sensei from the beginning. I'm glad things worked out, everyone. Then, let us all read the book, now authorized by the Library Committee President. Yes, we want to see too. Wait, is this... This is quite... And suddenly everything is fine again. Yep. You were quite right. Alright, last episode. I really liked this event so far. I want to see how it ends. So, President Chirino, this is the cultural exchange agreement between Trinity and Red Winter we have proposed. This agreement has been agreed upon and authorized by Shell Sensei and Trinity's Library Committee. The Tea Party supports their actions, on the condition that no books or culture will be distributed in Trinity without prior agreement. I'm sure this proposal will be agreeable to you. After all, in the words of your own Yakumo, culture must flow. Oh, this is troublesome, mostly because the publishing department just went ahead and did whatever. Wait, did you say Shell Sensei as in comrade? I see. In that case, Shell shall stand as an official representative of Red Winter for this case. Me? Huh? So you wish for Shell, and therefore Sensei, to negotiate on your behalf? Yes, consider Sensei's word Red Winter's word, but only for this case. More importantly, I have to go to an appointment that I cannot miss. Must be quite important. Yes, a nap! A nap? This must be a Red Winter idiom of some sort. It really isn't. And Shell will be on Red Winter's representative in this cultural exchange? Could it be? If something goes wrong with the agreement, Shell, as a representative of Red Winter, will have to take some responsibility, which will in turn force Trinity to be at odds against Shell. Then, it is entirely possible that this agreement could source Sensei's opinion towards Trinity, whether in a political or an emotional sense. Red Winter is subtly and passively keeping Trinity in check, without so much as dirtying a pinky finger. Is this Red Winter's political savvy? This is too funny, man. I'm hoping one day we can get a Comiket event where Sensei helps my personal dream of Meru, Hanako, and Mia create that year's most popular doujin. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be this event, but it turns out they just had like a little event in a gym where they like sold their books, and that's literally it. Cherry no glazing. Yep. Overthinking it? Yeah, seems like typical Nagisa, I guess, though. What's wrong, Nagisa? You look unwell. No, not at all. Of course, yes, we will meet your expectations and more in this endeavor, Sensei. Are you done yet, Yagi? I completely butchered that. I call her Yagi, bro. Are you done yet, Nagi? I'm so bored. Mika, Sensei is here. Show some manners. Right. Sorry, Sensei. Huh? I can do whatever I want? You're the best, Sensei. I like you. You know that, right? Please allow me to greet you once more, members of the Tea Party. Oh my god. What an interaction. I must extend my warmest thanks for your generosity. Hello, Publishing Department. It is a pleasure to meet you in an official capacity. From Trinity's perspective, we hope this incident can be the springboard of the beginning of our strong and fruitful relationship with Red Winter. Yagisa? Yep, Yagisa. Please feel free to continue providing Trinity with excellent literature. Yes, thank you, ma'am. I'm honored to have the opportunity to meet your expectations. Hey, Yakumo, is it? Nice to meet you. I'm Mika from the Tea Party. You think we could talk real quick? Us two? Ah, hello. Haramaki Yakumo. It's one of the 3 members of the Tea Party. It's like I'm standing in front of Trinity's equivalent of President Sherino. Although, not exactly. If it were her, I'd have a much better control of the situation. Just feed her a kick roll. I read the book you bought. I just wanted to say thanks. Ah, yes. And well, this is totally my opinion, okay? It's just, the main character reminded me of Sensei a bit. That's really what drew me in. Yo, please tell us about this book, bro. So this is a personal request, or more just my hope? But I was thinking, if there was a way you could change a partner's design a little, that would really add to the story. Oh, thank you for your excellent feedback, Mika. I love your suggestion, but I'll need a few more details to make it happen. What kind of changes were you thinking? Really? Yay. So for example, maybe her hair could be more pink, and oh, a little wavy. That'd be really cute. Oh, whoa, wow. Huh, she's a little playful and people call her clumsy, but when push comes to shove, she gets it done. She's so awfully self-aware. As someone who cheers her up, she could have have a little bun on one side. Oh, it's okay if you to cut that one if you have to. Her favorite food is a jumbo parfait, and she loves BB cream and Samula, the Beyond perfume. Oh, and no more roll kicks though. I've had enough. Anyway, what do you think? At this point, you should just write a fanfiction, Mika. This is all I'm getting? Really? That sucks. Yes, I can picture it perfectly. That is, I can picture a brand new book. To be honest, if we want to make it your idea happen, we'll have to start from scratch. Oh, I see. And in that process, it'll become a book that's all yours. Just for Misono Mika. Huh? A book just for me? Oh my gosh, yes, that'd be amazing. Mika is awakening herself to insert fanfiction. We gotta kill her after this one, bro. Yes, for someone of your status, it's really the only viable solution. However, every solution has the potential to bring new problems. What do you mean? You see, due to the nature of publishing, it is impossible to escape the economies of the scale. Producing for a few elites, rather than the masses, drives up costs. Oh my god, Yakuma, I swear to god, I know where this is going. Especially a custom piece like this, to write a book just for one person. Why? It's so rare. I don't think there's any precedent. It'd be difficult to name a price. To be completely frank, it's an expensive endeavor. Huh? How much? Would this be enough? Really sliding her money like under the table, bruh. Mika wants Mary to write the ship fanfic between yourselves. Yeah. What? Even I have morals, okay? Even half of this would be enough. Ah, jeez. Were you just teasing me when you said it'd be expensive? I was just nervous for nothing. Alright, in that case... Mika, dear. Yes, Nagi? Do I really need to spell everything out for you this time? For you every time? Ah, fine. You're a big meanie face, Nagi. Meanie face. Thank you for all your hard work, publishing department. The gratitude is ours. We never meant to cause such trouble for the library committee and task force. Yes, but you also have brought about good change. I've noticed more members visiting the library as of late. And thanks to your book, the overall interest in reading has increased as well. That's true for me as well. I've begun reading books on topics other than justice and old idioms. Yes, but please make sure everyone returns their books on time. Yes, ma'am, of course. And, Takane? Yes, Mashiro? This story is still unfinished, correct? Yes, that is true. If you wouldn't mind contacting me when the next volume is out. Did you enjoy it? A lot. Of course, anyone who loves stories is a comrade of mine. Ah, yes. I do not know what this means, but I was asked to deliver this message by a group of Trinity students. Please release a collection of critical essays by the Princess of Red Winter. I will think on it. Thank you, Takane. I look forward to working together. Oh, that's cute though. I can definitely see these two as like friends though. President? Huh? What is it, Takane? Do not attempt to play dumb with me. You heard that. Now, how do you intend to take responsibility for this? Well, you see, it's all in the name of marketing. That excuse will only work so many times. What I'm thinking this book is, it's probably just like some vanilla romance. That is probably all it is. And that's all I think it is probably. And then that's probably why like all of them are like fainting. Are you satisfied, Yaku? And the way that Mika kind of described it, having like, you know, the main character being kind of like Sensei and then change the design to make it more like Mika, I can kind of see it. Quite. I'm happy to hear that, but I'll be keeping a much closer eye from you from now on. Apparently all these girls like this story with a Sensei-esque character as the protag. What are the authors trying to say? I feel... yeah. I feel like they were trying to do that though, because it's like... Blue Archive writers know their fans. Huh? Because I understand these things too well? For example, I know the weight of a contract and am someone who is willing to put aside her pride for business? Like, I feel like the BA writers would be like, oh yeah. The BA fans would be into this because it's kind of like more of like an allusion to how like real doujins are in like Japan and like other media and stuff. I don't know, it is by Mirror and even Yakumo said she had to censor a little before printing it. Yeah. Mirror did draw Sensei on the Hot Springs event. Really? Again, I said this at the beginning of the stream, I do not know that much about Red Winter. I barely read that, like their events. So this is like, most of the knowledge I'm getting is from here right now. It's Red Winter, they got a censor, okay. But what I've heard is that Mary's writings are a bit spicy. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Yes, that's a great skill, and very admirable when used for good. But it makes crossing the line too easy, and I can only do so much. I know. I've gained a reputation for being rather shady, haven't I? I'll admit to that much. As for you keeping an eye on me, I'll choose to interpret that as your insatiable curiosity in me and revel in it. If you tone down the smooth talking, others might find you more palatable, you know? Precisely what I've been saying, since they had no such intentions. And what they said, you know, without their intervention in this fiasco. Excellent work, Sensei. I'm sincerely grateful. I only managed with your help, Takane. Thank you for seeing it that way. Takane, you're so cute, bro. If I knew this would be the end result, if I had known this would have been the end result regardless, I would have simply contacted Sensei from the start. Now that I think about it, why didn't you, President? That seems like an uncharacteristic oversight on your part. Well, I did consider it, but I didn't want to get in trouble. Well, I didn't want to get in trouble? President? Yakumo? Yo. Well. The weather is nice today, as always. I might do like 5 pulls for Takane, same here. I like her a lot. Well, that's all we're getting. That's sick though. I already completed all the challenge stages, so I can just claim this. I actually want to see what this looks like. It's probably just the CG. The default one that came with the event. Where is it? Oh, it's literally just a picture of Yakumo. Yeah, she writes doujin ships of other students from other academies. The example she gives us of her work is Akko with Hasu. Wait, really? That's crazy. Maybe? Yeah. Wait, what event is this in though?
こんにちは、先生。ここでは過去の思い出を
wait.
振り返ることができま
There's
す。
this one, which I skipped. Is it this one? Maybe I should be reading this one then. Yakumo in this event, like the devs saying, we would be adding lewd CGs if we weren't in the Play Store. I mean, to the extent they can go is live 2Ds. But sadly, we only have one live 2D per student. It's in Hot Springs 227? This one then.
いらっしゃいませ。
Hi Nodoka. I recently read Nodoka's story.
先生、
It's really cute.
一緒にこれまでの思い出を。
Oh shit, no, I did not mean to press that. We'll be reading this another time.
こんなことになるなんて。
Promise.
こんにちは、先生。こんにちは、先生。ここでは過去の思い出を振り返ることができます。
I feel like that would make a lot of players happy, but I mean, you know, Blue Archive wouldn't be as marketable, I guess. The power they could wield, yeah. Buy down tickets. I don't have a good team for PvP this season, so don't clown on me. Oh, what was I gonna do? I was gonna pull. That's right. And yeah, look guys, I've been very diligent in doing my Momo talks, one each day, and then I've been slowly gaining Pyros. But yeah, I'll do a few pulls on Takane's banner, just because I like her. Like, look at her, she's so cute. The Yakumo move for real. And also fill the gas yourself, especially in Momo talks. Yeah. Shizuko. Yeah, I've already done like 2 pulls on this banner. But it's like, it's 2 pulls. There's no way I'm getting her 2 pulls. Takane. She's highly usable as a healer. I used her in the challenge. But I did see some people say she's not as good as Idol Mari. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna get her in less than 10 pulls, bro. Takane. The 3rd single target Elix here. So that being Kokona, Idol Mari, and Takane then? Hi. Dude, I don't know. There's no way I'm getting her in less than 10 pulls of her though. Her banner is about to end, bro. I'm sad. I don't want to use this ticket. Who were the upcoming banners? She's the highest healing fire with no cost reduction like the other 2? Damn. I think it's because Idol Mari heals and gives cost down. Oh, really? But Takane doesn't? GG. Let me see. Where is the planner? Okay. We here at... Okay, so next we have Takane Yakumo. Then we have Idol Mari. Oh, Idol Mari's after this. Then we have Meru. Like a little filler patch. Then we have the dress event. Then we have Kisaki. Then we have Fest. Damn, is that close? June 9th and to June 16th? Damn. Only got Rumi right now. Waiting for the shop to refresh to get to Koharu. Oh yeah. Wait, I didn't see that. Okay, one more. Just gotta believe. This is an investment in waifus. Don't think too much about it. If you really want Takane, you should really go for it on principle. Look, this is a principle in waifus. That's why I'm saving up for K. And that's why I have a spark enough just for K. That's why I'm waiting for K. And Takane is less of a priority, but I still like Takane a lot. They combined a bunch of banners in one. Like, for the future banners? Yeah, the cup time between Global and JP, I think around 3 months instead of 6. It looks like that now, yeah. I mean, right now it's 3 months, but I think they cut it down by like at least 1 month. As seeing by last fest. Cause it typically wouldn't be in June. It would be in July. But I think they're still trying to narrow the gap a lot more. Use 1-ton ticket? No, I'm good. Let's just go up to 10. Let's just go up to 10, okay? After that, I'm done. I can control myself. I'm waiting for K, bro. I'm waiting for K. Okay. Please, Takane, come home. If not, then hopefully I get her during Fest, which is probably not gonna happen. I just really want to have her in like my cafe and be able to pick her up. They merged Takane and Yakumo with Meru? Or did they now? Oh, they did, huh? Yeah, but what about the Minori at Shigure? Wait, are they also here? Oh, they are! What? Okay, so that's probably not happening anymore then. Okay, one more though. If I get this lucky, then... GG, yeah, no. Okay. GG. Goodbye, Takane. I hope to get you in the future. During the Fest 3 stars have a reduced rate. 5 red winter students. And 1 wet cat. Oh yeah, what? Why is it just one wet cat? Only the anniversaries have a higher pull rate? Yeah. I think I'll just say for anniversary, I'll probably have like... I think my prediction is probably like, at least like 40k by the end. I think last fest, it was 0.9 for non-pickup recruitment. Pickup was 0.7. Did they increase it? Did they increase it, or was it always that way? Yeah, did I say I like this event? I'm pretty sure I did. I say that like every event I play, because Bork is goated. So, oh, it looks like they are. So, it could potentially be in May then. The polls. I mean the banner. 40k? 40k. Wow, you're ambitious for this, yeah. You like... I had to like double take for your like message, bro. I was like, wait. But yeah, I'll probably have like 40k by Fest. That's just my prediction. How did my Kurokage go? Why did I press in recruitment? Gold looks better anyway, allergy donor. Yeah. It's like me being like, oh yeah, let's actually try for this raid. Me also. No, it's fine. I'll just get golding on it. I'm Reza, very dang strong. I didn't actually use her for this one. I think my lineup was Hanako, Mari. I'm low-key forgetting. Even though it was like a few days ago I did it. Is Hanako, Mari, Tsubaki, I think? I think it was Tsubaki. Yeah, I low-key forgot. But I know I used Ryo and Kisaki as the specials. I did not use Emreza. Does everyone just say allergy donor now? I think I just picked it up off like a friend that's been saying it. But yeah. I think it's like a sticker in the Blue Archive Discord. But I don't remember. Dude, you guys want to see this this cool edit I did earlier? Actually, I might get copyrighted, so I'm just gonna keep it muted. Where's the window capture? Watch the cat with S. Hanako. The cat? Isn't Kurokage like a dog? Hikari? Oh yeah, I did use Hikari in DR. That's right. I used whatever this Vun channel person does. You know the person that always posts like guides and is like very useful? It's a cat? Yo. I'm like, I might be like a bit special in the head, bro. That's a cat? No way. That's a cat? Bro, I always thought that was a dog. But yeah, I literally just been using this guy's channel to clear everything. Very useful. JP official stream soon, yep. I don't know if I'll be streaming it though. Because they take a while. And I have a business to do before that happens, so I don't know if I'll be like super tired or not. We'll see. I'll schedule it, but it'll probably be up in the air. I couldn't do the last one because I was traveling. I couldn't watch the last fest stream because I was traveling. But I did not know that. I legit thought it was a dog. Maybe I just don't pay that much attention to it. But I legit thought Kurokage was a dog. It literally sounds like a dog name too. RS Rainstorm, yeah. It's either that channel or Vun channel. Yeah, I was surprised when the dev said it was a cat. I thought it was a fox. Yeah, I thought it was like a dog, bro. Then again, my memory is really hazy. It can be really hazy when it comes to stuff because I like read a lot of stuff, but I can't like retain a lot of information. Maybe I just have like short-term memory or something. Which kind of sucks, but you know. That's one fucked up dog? Yeah, I'm like looking at it again. I'm like, dude, surely that's a dog, right? I mean, it is like really distorted. It has like a bunch of eyes on it. I'm like, dude, that looks like a dog, right? Like, maybe it's just like the front, because the front looks a bit more like fat. I don't know. Yo, maybe that's just me. But if it's a cat, and I kind of see it's a cat, then I guess it's a cat now. I thought it was a dog though. Oh yeah, let me just like use the rest of my AP real quick. But yeah, I'll stick around for like 10 more minutes to chat, and then we can end. This was fun. This was fun. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the next event is the dress event with what's their name? Yeah, Michiru and Tsukuyo. So maybe I'll stream that too, since there's like basically no more story. And then I want to play Decagrammaton live when it comes out, so that's gonna be sick. I think my team was S Hanako, Dress Aru, S Seiya, and M Riza, and Rio. This is what I'm forgetting. Hikari? No. Yeah. Was it Hikari? Because I used Hikari. I used Hikari, Dress Aru, Hanako, and I think Tsubaki or Shun. I don't remember. I used the One Channel guide, but I don't remember what I used. I just like kept that team, and I just like remembered the rotation, and I just kept doing it. What do I need to do actually? I'll probably get the check notes. Let me do this. You don't have Hikari? GG. I'm just gonna play it like this. Okay, this is Nodoka and this is the guard. Let's see how terrible my memory is. Okay. That was Yakumo. Okay. You winged the raid? Yeah, I basically did too. I mean, it's just a gold. It's gold anyways. Oh, what? Those Takanes were right next to each other? If only. Okay, the guard Takane. Yakumo Nodoka. Oh. Tutomoe. Is there any series you'd like to see BA collab with? Besides the rerunning 2 they did already? I have So they did Hatsune Miku, and they did Railgun. Realistically, I'm gonna look at like my anime list right now. It doesn't have to be an anime, but I'm just looking. Like I'm thinking they could do something with like, a lot of people say Bochi, but like I don't really see it happening. Like Railgun was a really good choice, but it's like I don't know that much about Railgun. I tried getting into it, but I just forgot to watch the rest of it because I think I picked up a different anime. It has to be like something like female centric though, because I do have Hatsune Miku. Like this just shows my account age. It can be realistically or ideally. Personally, I would like to have, I don't think anyone knows about this, but I would like to have from this like visual novel called 9. Well, that's just me. But if there's like a series, another series, then I have no clue. I don't know, maybe like Mushoku Tensei, I don't know, like that could work. I think Brown Dust 2 had a collaboration with them. They give all rewards anyway? Oh really? I didn't know that. Because I was just like, oh yeah, I thought I get extra rewards if I get them correct. Ideally, I'd like one with Nikke. Oh, Nikke? Nikke's a good one though too. I low-key forgot the placements of everyone, so I'm just gonna...
大丈夫ですわ。落ち着いていきましょう。大丈夫ですわ。落ち着いていきましょう。
That'd be good. I look forward to the new game from that series. If you're talking about 9, then yeah. It's like an alternate world version of it, though. So I have no idea how it's gonna play out. But it is my favorite visual novel series. But Nikkei seems realistic, honestly. Cause it is just it's kind of like same concept, is that it's just like girls with guns or like weaponry. Limbus Company X Blue Archive. I know from a friend that like they mentioned Blue Archive, like they referenced Blue Archive in one of their like April Fool's like pranks. They had like one of the characters do like the Arona like finger tap thing, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know when Arona like touches the screen at the beginning of the game, or like touches your finger? What other series though? I mean, there's like Stella Sora. Like maybe that could work too. But they're both under Yoastar IP, so who knows? And it's like the other only gacha game I play because the dailies are really fast and I enjoy the story. But I only read the story on my own time. I love people on account. I haven't played it myself, but a good thing about... Yeah, I haven't played Limbus myself either. I only heard about that like little April Fool's joke they pulled where they have a character do the Arona... Some like Arona roleplay or something. I don't know. The lead artist of Limbus draws BA characters sometimes? That's not that surprising to me, honestly. I started playing Limbus before Blue Archive, but I stopped playing Limbus. Most of my mates play though. Okay, we'll continue this discussion, but I'm gonna be right back because I need to use the restroom. Alright, I'm back. Play Limbus? I don't know, there was nothing that really like gravitated me towards it. So that's why I like didn't try it. But like, I guess it's best to try it out before starting it, but it's like, I don't know if I want to get too invested into it. I've heard positive things about it though, so maybe I will in the future. other game, the other gacha game I played is Final Star. I've completely dropped all Hoyo gacha games from my roster, bro. If you're talking about Limbus, Lincoln Fire, yeah, there is a PC version on Steam. It's quite word heavy. I'm really into like story stuff, but it's just like I have stuff that I'm already interested in, so I have no clue. And I mostly, because my new alternative, because I used to be like big on like gacha games, like reading until like 2023 when I got more into like visual novels. So that's just like my medium that I use for like, I guess like instead of reading books.